They will never let a black man be Captain America.
Chelsea rigged.
Chelsea
rigged. Yeah,
Who the fuck is Chelsea?
Who the fuck is Jimmy?
It's actually Jerry.
Who the fuck is Jerry?
I'm Jerry.
The guy who's rigging it.
Yep.
I'm Jerry.
Okay, so it's Chelsea then.
You
The
can say
one who's
Clarence
rigged.
rig.
Fucking no.
Damn.
So fucking annoying. Hey. Welcome to another episode of the Thirsty Nerds podcast. I believe we are at the Big 5-0, episode 50.
Woo! 50.
It's been long.
All right. Shout out to our first and last time listeners. If this is your first time tuning in, what we like to do is go around the realms of comic books, films, and video games and talk about that here. And we're going to chop it up real soon. But first off, how you guys doing?
Not bad.
We're doing good.
You know, a little tight because I had those audio issues this morning.
Yeah. Shout out to Call It Like I Don't See It. You know, we guest starred on there. We'll
Next time, guys.
Yeah. Don't worry. We'll have all four of us here. You know, be on there.
There's a lot of chaos in this podcast, as you can tell, and it transfers to anybody that wants to collab.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
So just know that your shit's gonna get ransacked and butt fucked whenever we come around. Oh, we can't cuss anymore because YouTube flags us after 5 minutes.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
okay. I'll just bleep
Fuck
it out.
them.
Okay. Look, I will have to work on that later. Okay, just wait a little bit. Just wait.
He's out of pocket, but he's right.
Look, they love it. If they loved it, maybe you'll love it too. Chaos brings content. You know?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, what do you want me to do? Want me to shelter myself like all of these flabby soy boys?
Yeah?
Don't you love that word? Soy boy.
Soy boy.
Speaking of soy boys, I went to the Museum of Science and Industry.
Nice transition. Nice
For the
transition.
Marvel exhibit, which was a fantastic exhibit. They had a lot of original panel work from Jack Kirby to James.
If you touch my feet again, we're married now, and you're gonna have to explain that to Taryn.
It
So,
depends on who wears the pants.
I'm gender neutral in this case. I can wear.
You're not wearing pants, therefore we know your position.
You are not wearing pants. You're
shorty.
shorty.
Kilt my
I
guy?
wear shorts now. What?
You trying to wear that kilt my guy?
I can do whatever.
I'm sorry. I
Yeah.
used the wrong one. It shouldn't be my guy. It should be my person.
Thank you for trying to be very progressive at this point in time. It's never too
It took
too
50
late.
episodes, but you're finally getting there, which is
Never too
I like
late.
to see the progress.
Uh,
Go on about the exhibit, please.
So
This is better.
it was actually a really
Exactly.
It was actually a really cool exhibit. They had it was split up into two different exhibits, and it kind of just took you through, for lack of a better word, all of the MCU properties.
Of course.
So it was a lot of MCU type thing with like little actual comic things sprinkled in it.
Mm-hmm.
But the things that they had about the comics were actually really cool, like original Jack Kirby hand drawings, the original Marvel one that had the Human Torch, which wasn't a human, was an android. They had the original first #1 Marvel. They had quite a few other little things. There was a type of person that was attracted to this exhibit that was rampant throughout.
What type of person are you talking about?
So, listen, I understand that comics have now evolved, and the Marvel is a multi-billion-dollar entertainment franchise.
Yes.
It started with comics, guys.
You did.
When you go to a Marvel exhibit,
Mhm.
if I'm sitting there
Yeah.
in a interactive, I don't know what to call it. Anyway, an interactive screen, and somebody walks up next to me and says, "I didn't expect there to be so much reading at a comics exhibit, my guy." My guy. So there was a lot of that where like they would have like a Shang-Chi like art. They'd be like, "Oh, it's that guy, yeah, Shang."
Oh my god.
They can't read it.
Oh, they couldn't pronounce it.
It's the easiest pronunciation. It's Shang-Chi.
I wouldn't be one to talk about pronunciation.
I wasn't gonna do it. I wasn't gonna do it.
Look, you see how it wasn't me this time? Yeah.
It wasn't me
I
either,
know.
so just remember that.
It's always
but
going to be me.
it's always Now Heido has took up the mantle. But look. I know. I'm telling you, and this comes from the guy who, I have bad pronunciation, especially with names. But like Shang-Chi is easy. Like, how hard is that?
And no,
Hard enough, apparently.
yeah. And granted, the person that couldn't read it was maybe 14 years old.
Oh, that's context. Yeah, that helps out a little bit.
Yeah, so I give that, but then the person that was behind him, who was 45, that's
Yeah,
come
a
on, my
little
guy.
They both watch anime. No excuse.
Possibly, I don't know. But it was a very fun exhibit, and there was a lot of kids, and there was a lot of knowledge being taught about the actual Marvel, and there was a lot of things that I learned about the publication history and all that. They really went into the details of like editors and even like Stan Lee's personal assistant, who was like super involved in like the early issues. There was a lot of stuff in there that was really cool if you took the time to read it.
Yeah.
Now, if
Which
you
is
went
probably
in
the
there
most
and
challenging
paid,
part.
if you went in there and paid $40, 20 to get into the museum, 20 to get in, it was 20 to get into the exhibit, 20 for parking. You're looking at a $60 trip, and you're running through that exhibit in 30 minutes, and you complain about it. My God, that's on you.
30 minutes?
I saw a couple Yelp reviews that were like, this wasn't worth the money. I ran through it in 30 minutes.
They're probably just they were looking for anything to take pictures with and touch and then leave.
Yeah. And if that's what you're going for, then understand that you wasted $60.
Yeah.
But me, I got my money's worth. It was fantastic, and I recommend it to everybody. Tickets are hard as fuck to get, though.
Really?
Yeah. Originally, we wanted to go back in March, but everything was sold out. I couldn't get anything till April, and now people that I've talked to that want to go, they can't find anything till like August.
God damn.
At least nothing in like no weekdays or weekends.
It's still a good thing. Shows you the success and the interest of it.
Yeah.
True.
So I think it's extended till it was supposed to be September, but I've heard that they're thinking of extending it till October, which is cool because, like I said, it had a lot of dope stuff they can go see and kind of play around with.
Okay.
Cool.
Was there X-Men stuff there? Because I saw some of your pictures.
They had some X-Men things, a couple like panels and first editions and stuff like that.
Okay.
It wasn't too big. Like I said, everything was kind of contracted into little pockets. So we'd walk in and there'd be like a little like corner for like Spider-Man and a little corner for Black Panther that would have like the costumes and maybe like a panel they can read through like
Was
the publication
most
history.
of the stuff there like MCU related?
There was a lot of MCU stuff. I would say that was like the biggest draw. They had Mach 1, 3, and like the 27, like the actual armors.
Okay.
They had obviously the Winter Soldier get up. They had the Captain America, the Nick Fury, a lot of costumes from the movies. So that was like the main draw, I would say. But to me, the main draw was the Frank Miller Wolverine hand drawn cover.
Yeah, that's
nice. So they had a lot of stuff like that was really, to me. So they had a very good mix of bringing in people that just only knew about the MCU, but sprinkling really dope stuff for people that really had knowledge of, aside from the MCU.
People who expected to read stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
people that didn't worry about their eyesight going bad.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's cool. I was worried about that, like, because all the advertising I saw for it had pretty much all MCU stuff, and I wondered, like, okay, I know the MCU is what people know, but
That's nice to know all about.
what
the comics.
what about the comic stuff?
Yeah, they had a nice little like display of old toys, anywhere from like the Fantastic Four, like 4-person jet from like the 90s to like 1960s little rag dolls of Spider-Man.
Did they
So
have like the Stretch Armstrong edition of It's a Fantastic Stretch to its utmost limits? Like some type of torture device?
No, him twisted around and shit.
looking like big girl panties that stretched out.
No.
Wonderful sight.
You would know that.
You heard him. He said it's a wonderful sight. He's right.
Yeah, it was good though.
He beat me to it.
It was very fun. Made a
Correct
day out of
everything.
it.
Get
So
some waves, man.
Good.
Oh, yeah.
Cool.
Okay. Well, speaking of exhibits and everything, a little light news I have. Apparently, for some reason, Elon Musk's partner, like his partner that he works with at Neuralink, he just dropped a tweet saying that, anytime they want, they could probably do Jurassic Park, like in real life.
Wow.
Like it may take 15 years of genetic engineering and
I'd
everything.
buy a ticket.
Yeah. I mean,
Sure, you go ahead, bud.
Look.
I don't care. I don't fuck those movies. All right, they ain't me. They ain't me.
What does that mean? So you're saying that you'll be fine? Like you'll survive. You ain't them.
Yeah, they ain't me.
Screaming that as he's getting eaten out of a fucking toilet.
Look, the fact that you already came to terms with the fact that something terrible will happen. It's not like why do this?
Hey, no self-respecting black man would ever go to Jurassic Park.
This is a good point. I'm different.
Yeah, I'm different. I can
feel
change
different.
things. I can change things. I'm different. No, go on.
No, like like when it comes like the people surrounding Elon, like I really like the fact that they at least keep people in the know when it comes to like advancements, technology and stuff. There are a lot of big idea guys, but they don't seem to really. But I can notice they don't really seem to worry about the little bitty like details. Like okay, like the remember he was talking about like what 5 years ago that he was going to do this underground road and everything, right?
Oh, the tunnel. That's still happening.
It's done.
Oh,
And it's only a mile long. And you have to get into these little things, these little Tesla cars and everything that are driven by people through this little tunnel that's like underneath like a convention center. That's it. Like that's what he's completed now after 5 years.
it's more than the tunnel you've made.
Okay. Look,
He's got a point.
no, I'm not. Look, I'm not. If something good comes out of it, cool.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that he knows how to get people really excited, but I kind of wish he kind of like talk to his team a little bit more and to see what's actually possible before he starts promoting things that aren't really going to.
Like a boxcar.
Looking on the bright
Yeah.
side of it, maybe this was a test run for it.
5 years.
5 years. There's a lot of engineering that goes into making an underground tunnel system
Look, they've been
so
making.
it doesn't collapse.
I'm just saying that it takes like with that time, I feel like a lot of that money could just go into just making another subway.
Brother, 8094 has been in construction for the past 20 years.
I mean,
And that
for
shit's
what?
above ground.
And for what? And for what?
I mean, maybe even at least fixing one. I don't know.
Yeah.
Listen, I just saw a movie recently where they built an underground railroad system from America to China. And they did that in probably like 5 years. So I don't know why this can't be done too.
Oh, God. We're gonna talk about
Look, I'm not
railroad.
shitting on Elon. I'm just saying.
If
I am.
Minecraft taught me anything, and you start digging and you hit water, you're done. You're done, son.
I mean, yeah. Well,
I've heard those screams echo through my Discord server. And diamonds were lost.
So many diamonds.
oh my God,
Christ.
I'm sorry. It's okay though. You'll get them. You'll get more. You find more.
So many diamonds.
Oh, okay. Damn.
Yeah, but Jurassic Park as a whole thing, I mean, yeah, they can go ahead and say that, but we've had that technology for a while.
Oh yeah. It's weird. Like they're coming. They're acting like they like. Oh, we can do it,
We
guys.
crack the code anytime we want
They
to.
keep talking that shit about making woolly mammoths come back. How long has it been? I ain't seen no mammoth.
I mean, that takes money, and like, who really needs a woolly mammoth to come back? Like,
I want that coat.
oh, you want? Oh my God! See, this is why.
Hey, all the winters rolling
Shave
in looking
him.
legit.
Shave him.
Shave him. And no. Shave the younger children though. Their coats
This
are
is mammoth.
exactly.
Ho? I walk in with extinct species.
Extinct species.
But
See, they brought this back so it could get killed and skinned.
I told them to kill 3. It only takes 2 to make a coat, but I just wanted the 3rd one to die.
No.
the other one was just for pleasure.
No. I have to really let it sink in that
I'm gonna have Joe Rogan teach me how to turn it into steaks.
I know exactly. Yeah.
Traeger Grills. Sponsor us and I will cook a mammoth.
Please, steak. Oh my God. Anybody else?
Light news?
Yeah, just
I mean, I was going to save this for the comic segment, but I guess this can go on now because it's not really like a comic book related thing. Twitter has been kind of blowing up lately after episode 5 of The Falcon and Winter Soldier, where there's a little discussion about how Isaiah's got this view that that America would never let a black man be Captain America, and woo. Won't spoil the rest of it for anyone who hasn't seen it at this point.
And all the neckbeards came out and proved them right.
Man.
Which, by the
Yeah.
way, it's a direct line from the comic books, by the way.
Ooh,
Come-
really? Okay, I did not know that.
Yeah.
complete slam dunk. Yeah, all the sweaties came out from under nowhere. Like, well, if there's never been a black Captain America before, what do you say about this? Iron Patriot. Yeah, Don Cheadle did it. So, technically, there was a black Captain America. I'm like... I'll say this for anybody who doesn't know, all right? Because I'm pretty sure the internet took you to task and you had that shitty, stupid poo-poo take. But I'll go ahead and explain it in a nice way. You dumb fuck. Iron Patriot, Captain America, two different things. How, you might ask? I'll explain it to you. One of them is a symbol for all of the country and all things good and hope. And the other one was a ploy. If we break it down by the MCU, the other one was a ploy to take over Tony Stark's company. And in the comics, the other one was a stunt to move in and take over S.H.I.E.L.D. while usurping the Avengers. And Norman Osborn took it on and said, I want to... Yeah. What'll make me more popular? You know, red, white, and blue. Who's gonna fight me on that? It's a stunt. They're not the same thing. Not even in the same fucking ballpark. They're not even in the same country.
Don't even stand for the same thing.
Not at all. Just because it has red, white, and blue and a star doesn't mean it's the same thing as Captain America. There's no such thing as an Iron Man Captain America. There's only Captain America. Not the same things. All right?
And you heard it first.
Please. Please relax. If half of you just would do a little bit of research before you just find a screenshot and just like throw it up there for a gotcha, I promise you will look less stupid to you.
These are the same people that go to Marvel exhibits expecting not to read.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
They wanted to hit a button and put like headphones on and have
they talk
Vision talk to them.
Yeah.
Read it for them.
Yeah. They just want the comic explain guy to be at every fucking Marvel
Absolutely.
Explain to me so I can show off to my friends.
Yeah, shout out to him.
I mean, he could make money if they let him do that, though.
Yeah.
I mean, I would probably listen.
Exactly.
But hey, you know, so yeah, not the same thing, guys. So just please relax and understand that they're not the same thing. That's really all the light news I had. That's more like a PSA because people are out here looking dumb as fuck. All right? That's it.
That's just, yeah. Unfortunately, that's like just a staple of just Twitter.
Yeah, that's the internet. You know,
It's
everyone's
reactionary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just lose hope every once in a while when I read these threads.
Why do you have hope to begin with?
You know, because I'm a hopeful human being.
If Twitter taught you anything, people are fucking stupid, bro.
But no, it's
100%.
good that he has hope
100%.
because he wouldn't be as passionate as he was if he kind of just gave up. You know, he kind of hoped a little hope for the best, but then have enough passion behind it to just attack and have your point straight while no one else does.
Yes.
Yeah.
I try. And one day I will die. But
Okay.
that's all I got.
All right. Well, with all that, everyone got something else, or I can go on to movie news.
No, I got nothing, bro.
You got okay.
Do the news.
Do the news. All right. Dun, 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 dun. Bringing back the Fisher.
You have to do that from now on, by the way.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Don't let him forget it.
Dun, 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 dun.
Exactly.
Get the face thing from the Junior.
God, now we go.
Is that copyright? Can we do
We
that?
gonna get
No,
sued.
we can't do that.
Alright.
As long as they're not gonna see it. Yeah. So.
Chris, you're not supposed to say it out loud.
Anyway. Okay. So back on, Fisher recently a week ago did a interview with THR. So, and he kind of just spilled his guts on to what had some of the instances that happened in Warner Brothers while he was filming Justice League and such.
He's been waiting for this, boy.
Okay. Like
Get that
this.
money, son.
Okay, one of this, I'm just going to go, I basically just skimmed through and tried to get the bigger things that happened from his talk. So we got, apparently Fisher tried to offer input on Cyborg's character changes because Whedon responded with, and I quote from Fisher, that Whedon said, by the way, "It feels like I'm taking notes right now. And I don't like taking notes from anybody.
Ooh.
Not even Robert Downey Jr.
Ooh,
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, he says this, which honestly fits. Kind of fits. I can see it.
Oh yeah, 100%.
And then with this, of course, you know, Cyborg has already, even before this all came out, he asked for investigation to be done for the people at Warner Brothers, and Warner Brothers did an internal investigation. You know, the internal investigations, they work well, you know?
Yeah.
When people investigate themselves.
Right. That's why all those cops are
Yeah.
behind bars.
Yeah,
Bro,
all,
you
all of them
think you
behind
have
bars.
No, I don't.
No,
Wow.
I eternally investigated, and I do not smell.
I didn't find shit.
I didn't realize this podcast was so political.
Ooh, always.
Can we keep politics out of my
Please,
entertainment?
please. I just want to escape. God.
Speaking of more politician, this one, fucking Warner Brothers brought in someone to investigate, right? And he had hopes, he heard about her record, had hopes that maybe she would actually find something and have action be done on the things that were happening. Instead, he finds out that apparently they were to attempt to explain away anything to do with race. To try their best to so this shit could be swept under the rug and make sure none of that shit will stick onto them.
Makes sense.
Great, right?
Makes sense.
Okay. And apparently, on to one last big one. From the beginning, they wanted Cyborg to say "Booyah."
I wanted Cyborg.
We
to say
all
booyah.
want, yeah. That's just his thing.
It's par for the course, man.
Exactly.
I'm
Say
sorry.
the, say the
sorry,
line,
Ray.
Bart.
Say the line. I was just thinking that.
Damn it.
Say the line. But you know, Snyder apparently before he left, he shut that shit down real quick. He was like, "Nah, let's not do that." That's why you see in the background like how people are holding signs and one of them is saying "Booyah" for some reason. That was him trying to like put in the reference without having Cyborg say that.
That's worse to me.
Yeah.
To me, that's dumber.
It's
If
It's
you're
like
gonna-
dangling the carrot in front of your face.
Right. If you're gonna take it out, take it out.
Like I honestly was kind of on the board was a lot. I was like, especially when I saw it, I was waiting for him to say "Booyah" because that's his thing. That's Cyborg. So at least since the cartoon, that's been his thing. He said it in He said it in the video game. Why not in the movie?
Wonder Woman has her gauntlets.
Yeah, Wanda got her gauntlets.
Batman's got his orphans.
Superman got his laser eyes that he spams as fuck. Just
And-
everywhere.
And Cyborg's got his booyah.
Yeah,
Right.
That's what he's got.
Makes sense.
But apparently,
and like tiny little arms.
Look, I was reading this. I'm about to go into it kind of made change my opinion about it. He does have a point. Once Snyder left and Josh joined the team, Booyah was brought up once again. Fisher says Berg, one of the WB executives, went up to him and said, "This is one of the most expensive movies Warner Bros. Has ever made. What if the CEO of AT&T has a son or daughter, and that son or daughter wants Cyborg to say "Booyah" in the movie, and we don't have that take? I could lose my job." That's what he tells them.
Really?
Yeah.
It's that easy to lose your job.
Yeah, just that easy. Of course, Fisher didn't really fucking take that shit. I mean, he realized, the stakes aren't that high. He'll be fine. But he did give in and take the take, of course. You know, he's getting paid. Apparently, he was mocked by Josh Whedon as he was doing it.
Of course he was.
He said some weird ass line. I didn't write it down. It was stupid. About him. You know, he did a quote from a Hamlet or whatever. It's like, "Please, oh sir, please say the line. Say the line for us, please."
Oh my God.
And then after he was done, he said "Booyah." Josh was like, "Oh, thanks, Fisher."
Wow.
That's the pettiness that I love.
Hey man, all I'm saying is, I mean,
That's the type of petty that keeps me young.
Yeah. Look, and Fisher brought up he understood people want him to say "Booyah." Okay, he knew that was expected, but he found it kind of weird for this version of the character because I mean it feels like just another tacked on thing because he's black, and a lot of other black characters throughout time have.
God, why is it gonna make it about
I know,
race?
why is it always about race? Right?
God.
If Luke Cage can say "Sweet Christmas," I think you can say "Booyah," bro.
Look, I understand both
Yes.
sides.
And I agree with them because Sweet Christmas is way worse than fucking booyah.
It's true.
It's a little yikes.
Maybe don't get me wrong. I see his point, but I also can see how it's a little taken. That you made
Made a big deal of nothing.
Exactly. You made a mountain out of a molehill.
Right.
See, that's the type of pettiness I love, though. I'd be in that bitch like, say the line.
You wait.
You trying to get paid?
You have an earpiece, just whisper into it nonstop.
Say
Yeah,
it. Just make him say it every other scene. Now do it again. What? We don't know when we want this booyah, but we want it right.
I would just do one take and just keep it on the fucking sound pad
Oh yeah.
and just make his mouth move. Booyah!
Every time he does a back to the camera. Booyah!
Or
Booyah!
like that scene where he's like limping to his father before his father like, Dad, booyah!
Booyah! Oh
Guys,
my god.
we're making light of the situation. This is not right. Okay?
Look. We
Serious faces.
just know that we all know the seriousness of this situation and everything, but we have to find some light at all because a lot of from what it looks like, unfortunately, he probably won't get the true justice that he deserves. So we're just kind of left with this, and honestly, I can see that happening double now because Gal Gadot, she put some. She responded, and all she really said was that she had issues with Wheaton and Warner Brothers that was handled, in the timely manner. It was done. I
bet you she got that shit handled day one.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? Gal Gadot walked in that bitch, slammed the fucking gauntlets on the table, and said, "Listen, handle your boy."
She's like,
She used to be in the army. She was like, "Handle your boy before I nuke the motherfucker."
She's like, listen, I've got another movie after this, so you just straighten this shit out, okay? I'm not going to come back to set unless you make him apologize to me.
Kiss my feet.
Kiss my feet.
Which, by the way, wouldn't be
not
a hard ask.
That's not a punishment.
Not a punishment and not a hard ask at all. Like you said, what?
Either you kiss her feet or you're fired.
Shit.
I mean,
you guys
so
have
if I
whipped
kiss
cream?
Like,
do
that's
I
it.
if I lick as well? Do I get it?
All right.
Anyway,
He said, whoa.
what do you expect? We're thirsty nerds, okay? But the thing I'm kind of like.
He doesn't speak for all of us.
Yes, I do. If only Gal Gadot said this, line, and she said that she was also happy with Fisher coming out and saying these things. But at the same time, I'm like, where is everyone else? Because Fisher needs support now, and I made sure to look to see. Okay, maybe I missed an article that maybe said that Ben Affleck said something, or Henry Cavill said something. Oh, fucking at least I would thought at least Jason Momoa was come out.
Out of all of them, I would say Jason Momoa.
Exactly. No one said anything. All they're doing right now is trying to get the fucking Snyderverse back. That's the only thing they're fucking talking about.
Hey, Ben Affleck didn't say anything because he was. All right, never mind.
What? Say it. Finish your sentence.
You coward.
He was too busy getting drunk. Odd set.
Look.
Based off the disappointment that he no longer will direct the Batman movie.
Look.
So that's what that was.
He's very sad, okay?
He's sad. He's a sad man.
He's a sad man.
So that is one of the reasons why I personally, at the beginning, was like, this is workplace shit. This is workplace shit that we've all dealt with. Yeah, you disagreements with the boss, blah, blah, blah. I don't think it's as bad as it is because there was nobody else coming out and saying that.
Yeah.
If it was something that was so public, fuck, a grip tape. Somebody, they have video and audio of Tom Cruise screaming at somebody to put their mask on. They got audio and video of
Christian Bale fucking yelling at his
Tore that guy apart. You're a nice guy. Tore that guy apart.
So like something like that, the accusations that were coming out that were so serious at the beginning, and nobody else was stepping up to plate, especially somebody like Jason Momoa or even like Ursa Miller.
Yeah.
Like,
he hasn't said shit.
I mean,
he's trying to stay quiet after choking bitches in the street.
I got my own shit. I don't want to get next.
Yeah, but the whole reason for my hesitation, like along with that, is that like nobody else anywhere that's ever worked with Joss Whedon, well, aside from the Buffy and Charmed or whatever, but I mean like the Avengers cast, nobody said anything. So I was sitting here going like, I mean, and if you guys remember some of the heat that was on Joss Whedon around Avengers: Age of Ultron, that man literally had scenes held hostage. So I thought if there was any time for his little freak flag to show through and start being shitty to the cast, maybe it'd be on the set of that movie. And when nothing came out, nobody said anything, no one corroborates, like, you know what, yeah, Joss is an asshole. Like, I'm like, okay, well, maybe it's just those particular actors were used to the way Zach, had this little bro time fun on set, and they just weren't used to somebody.
Substitute teacher.
Yeah, exactly. And they thought, they didn't know what it was, and then he had to say some shit, and it wasn't all very nice.
Yeah.
I mean, there were Mark Hamill, for all people, and Daisy Ridley were complaining to Rian Johnson about changing stuff in the script for The Last Jedi, and they didn't get their demands met. It's like, so a director can be an asshole. So I just thought it was just Ray bitching. But obviously, this is obviously used to be a little bit more than that.
Yeah.
A little bit more than that. So,
and speaking of which, like everyone else, especially of all the people he's worked in and everything, why I'm surprised if something was there, they wouldn't have said anything because it's low stakes now. Joss Whedon has been on the blacklist since fucking Ultron. Or no, since this film, because of things that he's done in his personal life, ever since he cheated and everything, especially since he was supposed to be the head of this feminist movement or whatever. And
which, by the way, all proclaimed by Twitter. No, he never made himself that.
No.
They were just like...
They were just like, he made Buffy, he made Black.
So obviously
he loves women.
Yeah, he's invited to the cookout. And then they're like, actually, he's a terrible human being. Fuck him. He killed my mother.
He choked my mother.
He choked my dog.
He choked my dog and killed my mother. So, yeah, all self-proclaimed. And then now he's like, falling from the mountaintop. And it would seem really easy for them to just go like, hey, actually, it's kind of true. Joss Whedon's an asshole.
Yeah, why not?
But nothing.
No.
Joss Whedon's an asshole, but if he comes out with a second season of Serenity, I'm there.
This is true.
Good luck.
I know. Aww. Why you have to bring that shit up? Aww.
I mean, there's a comic out if you want to read that.
No.
Well,
it's not the same.
There's also a Buffy comic out.
That's
How much
good.
of that am I reading?
Hey, it's good. I have it. I have a lot of it.
Of course you do.
Shut up. It's good.
Go on.
Yeah, sure.
What? Okay, moving on from that, Paramount is changing more release dates. So we have more release date, changing news, magical chairs, whatever.
All I want to know is when my AMC stock is going to pick back up, because when them theaters open up full back, we back in there, boys. Hold the line.
How much stock do you have?
Don't worry about it.
Okay. Some of these are stuff that I didn't even know that was in the pipeline, but I guess they're going to be coming. Fucking Snake Eyes is getting a movie.
Snake Eyes?
Yeah, from G.I. Joe.
I remember hearing about that like years ago.
True.
Is it Ray Park?
I don't know.
I was hoping it was going
I bet
to
it won't
be.
be. I bet it won't be.
Yeah.
They don't want to jerk him around about it.
Well, if it's
Stop.
going to be... that was a good one.
Yeah,
That was a good one.
I appreciate it.
If it's going to be a Snake Eyes movie, they're going to take his mask off at some point. Hollywood can't make a movie with a fully masked person other than Ryan Reynolds. Because everybody knows how beautiful he is.
But
I mean,
Judge Dredd?
didn't they do it with V for Vendetta?
Yes.
Yeah, but it's Viggo Mortensen.
And Judge Dredd doesn't count. I mean, Judge Dredd doesn't count because half of his mouth was showing.
The good part was showing his
The good
chiseled
part.
jaw.
Okay.
So you can see him. Yeah, and not only that, but we had V for Vendetta. He never took his mask off either.
Again, it's Viggo.
Yeah. Well, this movie, I'm not sure.
I love you, Viggo, but
No.
you're not Ryan Reynolds.
This is fucked up. But it's true. Sorry. It's coming out July 23rd, 2021. It's coming out this year. Just coming.
Excuse me?
Yeah. I thought it was going to be in the pipeline forever, but it's coming out this year. For what reason, I don't know, because they've done zero to get anyone hype about this.
They just had this shit in the tuck. Just let it
Just
out.
throw it out.
Yeah.
Just put it out there.
Jackass is coming out October 22nd, 2021.
Yay.
Yeah.
Fat
Yay.
boys rejoice.
Yeah.
Yay.
Not the whole team, though.
Oh, no.
No,
So
Bam
not-
Margera is fucked up and needs help. Somebody please help that man.
Yeah. He fucked it up, Steve. Okay.
No, we can have a whole discussion
Yeah.
about how Ryan's death fucked him up, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah,
but
it's
still,
true. It's true.
my guy, take your ass to rehab.
Yeah.
And stay there. All right.
Somebody help him.
Top Gun Maverick, November 19th.
I forgot all about that shit.
Yeah, it's coming out.
I remember the trailer.
The
but I forgot
trailer
about
was
it.
kind of lit.
Yeah, it was
I
so
honestly
sweet.
don't remember it.
The music, and the guys hanging out on the beach, doing...
Nah.
No,
It was
with
Tom
the
Cruise
beer
looking
can.
very somber, and then jets taking off with a camera in front of his face.
Yeah.
It was pretty cool. You should look it up.
It's all white and foggy up here, man.
It's all white and foggy in that movie, too.
I honestly... I would actually like to at least go back to try to watch. I haven't watched them ever, so I don't know anything about...
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
No,
seriously.
you watched them?
A very long time ago, and
No.
I think I saw it on AMC, and it's only one.
Okay.
Yeah, I think there's only one Top Gun.
Okay.
So this would be the
Yeah.
direct sequel
Yeah,
to
the
that.
direct sequel to that. I'm not gonna lie. Funny story. When I saw that movie, like every other person in the '80s, I wanted to be a pilot, and then I found out that pilots can crash planes. Like I didn't think anyone could. I was a child. Listen, guys, I was a child.
a car?
I was a child. I was a
Okay.
child.
And you
So-
thought that they didn't crash
I
planes?
didn't think. I thought that you can't shoot planes because they're in the air, right? And then I heard about anti-flight like weaponry. I was like,
Then Black Hawk
I
Down
was
came
like,
out and he
oh.
goes, "Oh
I
God!"
was like, oh,
He's like, wait a minute.
I mean,
I'm vulnerable.
yeah. I was like, wait.
you never you watched the prequels. You never translate the fights. You know,
I was a child.
okay.
Some stuff connects in some places, and some stuff just did. Like, oh, of course they're lasers. Of course lasers can reach anywhere.
Of course.
But jets, like in the real world, nothing can blow up jets, right?
Right,
And I was
yeah.
like, oh. Nah, I'm all right. I'm straight.
I wanted to be a fighter pilot until I realized you had to have perfect vision.
Oh, damn.
Whoa, really? Oh,
gotta have
Look
the
at 2020. What are you
damn.
talking about?
No, I didn't know.
Somebody-
No, I didn't know the requirements of becoming a pilot.
Yeah,
Besides, just not throwing up.
No blind spots.
Damn, so no one in this room can be pilots but me and Clarence.
You think I got 20/20 vision, son?
You
He
think
has
you,
glasses.
can, you think you can fit in that cockpit?
I could try. Listen, I got in this table. I can fit.
Oh my
Yeah,
god,
cockpit.
that was a test run.
I'd be like,
Just turning like this.
yeah.
Speak like apparently with this list is filled with just nothing but fucking Tom Cruise. Like we have Mission Impossible 7.
He's
Yes.
gonna make that money, man.
Yeah,
Man.
Yeah, like it's coming out. It got pushed back to May 27.
We still gotta watch
2022.
the rest of those Mission Impossible.
Yes, we
Yes,
do.
we do. Yeah, we do. Yeah.
They're
I've,
so
I've
good.
Only, I've only seen the first two.
Oh my god. You're on.
Oh, yeah, I think I've only seen 2.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ. So we can all go on the journey?
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness. You guys are in for a treat. Those movies are fucking. All right, go on. I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
Incredible.
Dungeons and Dragons. That's coming
What?
out. Yeah, March 3rd, 2023.
I do
I
remember
want to be
seeing.
excited for it, but it's probably gonna be dog shit.
It is. It's gonna be. It's just like the World of Warcraft movie.
The what?
They tried this before too.
Exactly.
I don't know. I kind of it's making me want to go back because I've dabbled in Dungeons and Dragons. Like I played here and there and stuff, but I've never had like a true campaign.
Apparently, the lore is really deep.
Yeah, no, extremely. You know, nerds we have
Yeah.
nothing but time, nothing but time.
And
Time and
imagination.
Yep, that they could put in other places, unfortunately.
Look,
Yeah.
look, what are those other places?
Don't worry, I'm not pointing at you. It's okay.
I'm just saying, what are those other places?
Don't
They
worry.
put it into making a very expansive universe that has grossed millions upon billions of dollars.
Yeah.
Keyword gross.
But also,
Got him! Ladies and gentlemen, our fifth member, Soundboard. Okay.
We gotta give him a name.
right? We need to name it. And the last one is Mission Impossible 8.
Ray Fisher, because I
Did you
push
just
his
say
buttons.
Yeah.
Wait, they're dropping 2 Mission Impossibles back to back.
That's
We got the double album.
1 year after the other. Yep.
Oh, we got
like,
the double
Harry Potter
album.
movies, like part 1 and part 2.
I hope so. I mean, it would make sense, but
Yeah.
probably.
that would make sense.
I hope
They've never
not.
done. Have they done? You watched them? Have they done a part
No,
one?
no, they've never done a part one. Usually they wrap it up in one movie, so
Okay.
they've never done a part one, part two.
And they're
but,
usually like 2 years apart, right?
yeah, 2, almost 3. Yeah,
Are they going to work their way up to Mission Impossible 10 to call
Infinity
it
War.
Mission Impossible
X.
Extreme?
maybe.
So,
Mission X Possible.
the X crosses out. Oh my. Oh, okay.
One thing's for sure: by the time we get to 10, Tom Cruise is going to be made out of almost completely plastic
He has
because
Mission Impossible 10 is going to happen.
he
and
breaks every bone in his body.
Yeah, but
almost.
then he just goes into the Zulu chamber, or whatever the fuck they do
Yeah.
in Scientology.
Oh my.
every
God.
time he breaks a bone and gets it repaired, he gets closer to Xenu or whatever.
Yeah, they just
Wait.
put him in a chamber full of like
Wait,
Zeke.
The
wait,
Lazarus Pit?
So seriously, they like put robotic parts onto him in every single movie or something like that?
No.
No,
No,
I'm
I'm
talking
just-
about Scientology.
Yeah, we're talking
Oh
about
man,
something.
I was like, wow,
Oh.
what's going on with this movie?
No, sir, I would not be watching if they did such things.
Mission
Just-
Impossible 10 is going to happen. They're going to have this gigantic crossover with like, I don't know.
Here we go.
Don't say it. Don't say it.
Don't say what.
What you gonna say?
I thought about it too.
Don't say it either.
Fast and the Furious.
It's not the same thing.
Yes, might as well be.
No.
Just one is done better.
No.
Yes.
Yes.
Listen,
Yes, it's
listen,
gonna-
you
it's gonna be-
uncultured
it's gonna be the
swine.
Crank- Or what was it? What was that? What's that other Jason Statham movie? Was it Crank?
Mission Impossible.
no, the one where he delivers human beings.
Transporter.
Yeah, the transporter.
Transporter.
Fast and Furious already did that, guys.
I mean, they could finally reveal that he is the transporter in the films.
It's all one big universe.
Yeah.
It's the same. guy
Every
anyway.
movie that blows up is all in that same universe.
including.
He's going to need to get to his destination and fast. furiously.
But will it be impossible?
It won't be impossible because he'll have family.
Exactly. It writes itself.
They would never.
It writes itself.
Guys, when you watch a movie,
They would
be,
never
What?
fail.
when you watch the movies, you guys will be like, "Oh my god, I can't believe I said such dumb things on air."
Shut the fuck up.
It's okay. I'll let you guys learn.
We're sorry that you have a
We're
lack
gonna
of
learn.
imagination.
Just like when they weren't going to go into space, right?
Yeah.
Hey, I called it,
You did.
Yeah. Were
But
you
now-
proud of yourself?
Unironically.
and now I gotta
You got a deal.
follow up.
You gotta sit in your. You gotta stew.
I haven't seen the trailer. I refuse to watch the trailer.
Watch
Did they go
the
to
trailer.
space?
Dude.
Is it confirmed?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
You got Tyrese. You got Ludacris. The two people who are most qualified to go to space. By the way, they're tying their suits up with duct tape, and you can see the rocket ignite.
Stop. Yes, there's a rocket. They
Before
got this big ass fucking
Acme
spaceship-
rocket.
Acme rocket attached to this fucking tiny ass car. Are you fucking me?
Honestly-
like,
honestly,
they are fucking.
They are.
They're not just fucking you. They're fucking science.
They fucking.
Speaking of science, like
Fucking Elon Musk.
there's another reel in the trailer where it's like there's literally magnets for some reason attached, like retrograde magnets attached to cars, and they're just attracting other cars to their cars and then pushing the other cars away through buildings.
Voltron?
Dude, they're on next level.
Oh
shit.
my God.
Whatever room they're in when they're writing this, I want to be there, and I want to drink what they're drinking. I want to smoke what they're smoking. I want to inject what they're injecting because they are thinking in
They're
5D chess.
They
roll.
are on a higher plane.
Well, if it's Vin Diesel, you're gonna be injecting Botox and you're gonna be sipping rum chata. So, just so you know, you may not be down for that whole.
like, you want anything better? What? Better.
He's like, I knew Paul Walker a long time ago. All right,
Don't touch me, cuz.
your energy's off. I thought we were family.
Exactly.
No, I'm sorry.
No, going from that and everything, some big news finally dropped a couple of days ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's been finally, I would say, probably double, triply confirmed now that this is where Spider-Man's going. Alfred Molina has went on an interview and basically confirmed that he's in Spider-Man No Way Home. Yep, they did it. So now all the doors of speculation have now opened. Or not even speculation, it's just we know now.
I mean, we obviously know it's not really Doc Ock. It's clearly like Mephisto.
No,
He said he's coming back
he
to
literally
reprise
says
his role as
it's
Dr.
the same
Octopus.
version. The one that died, that fell into a sun, basically,
Yes.
is still alive.
Bullshit. It's Mephisto.
Listen.
It's not Mephisto. Stop. You're being window sweaty.
I'm doing the meme.
Listen to me now. Listen to me now.
All I want is an entire movie of Alfred
Alfred
Molina just running through buildings.
with his
That's
like,
all I want.
Yes.
That's all I want. It looks so good back then. Imagine what it can look like now.
That's a
Man,
good point.
because it was practical effects.
Half of it, yeah.
I'm not
It
gonna
was-
lie though.
Oh man, Alfred Molina is probably my favorite.
I want Superior Spider-Man. Do it. Do it. Do it.
Look, they don't have time. They barely have time to put Tom Holland in the movie. He's
I know,
already
I
in
was
this
starting to
movie.
wonder.
You have all the time in the world if you use time travel in different dimensions.
Oh, so you're gonna just hop to one like, oh, there he is.
Yeah.
He's scratching people.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That's all you want? You'll be fine with that?
Just give it to me.
Okay.
Just give it to me.
Look,
Give it to me.
give it to me, Neil. Look, they basically confirmed it's going to be there's not time travel. There's multi-dimensional madness going on. Just like Doctor. Get it? I did the.
Yeah, we get it. God.
Yay.
Like,
Look. So like, what do you guys? Since that's been confirmed, what are your speculations? What are your thoughts? What do you think is going to happen?
I'm starting to think that Tom Holland's going to be in the first 10 minutes. And then the rest of the movie is going to be everybody trying to figure out where Tom is. Because, they're fitting so many other actors on screen. It's like, how can we make a Spider-Man movie without Spider-Man? I don't know. Let's go find him. All right. Movie over.
I think they'll find a way. I think they'll. I mean, at this point, do you really have to introduce the entire Doc Ock story? Can't you just throw Doc Ock and be like, yo, this is Doc Ock?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's the one that got thrown into a sun, so he's gonna be old, burnt out, defeated.
No, here's an. I'm sorry.
Oh.
Yeah, sorry. He has confirmed in his interview. I'm sorry, I have to disappoint you. That they will be doing.
Read the whole notes.
You gave him hope, and then you snatched it away.
I just wanted to do that. I'm sorry. They're gonna be digitally de-aging him.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
I'm no longer happy.
They came up to him. Apparently, someone in effects came up to him, and because he's like, I'm older now. Like, what's going to happen? Like, we're gonna look. Did you not see Robert Downey Jr.? Did you not see Samuel Jackson?
Did you not
All right, we
see
got
Robert
you.
De Niro?
It's like, I make magic, darling. Okay.
Hey, that wasn't Disney. I don't know who that was. It does matter.
They're gonna plop the marbles on his face and they're gonna make that boy young again.
Yeah.
As long as he still has the man boobs.
Look,
I don't care.
Honestly, I always loved the theory that, or the idea, if they were to continue the Sam Raimi verse, that somehow he came back, but it wasn't him. He was dead, and he was just being carted around by his corpse, just dead and
Weekend at Bernie's.
yeah, like he's all like he's fucking decaying and shit. But the fucking, because the real villains were basically the tentacles.
I mean, you're right.
Wow.
I mean, this is still a Sony movie, so
No.
Here we go.
Yeah,
It's not.
It is.
No, it is. Oh, fuck yeah. No, I wasn't trying to.
Here we go. We got Venom, all right?
Oh,
Venom's a Sony.
Venom!
So he's gonna be toting around, and he's gonna have the Carnage symbiote on him. There it is.
Like that horrible,
that video
scary
game.
mission in that game.
Yeah.
Wait, shut the. Hey, that game was good.
I didn't say it was bad. I said
yeah.
that horrible, scary mission.
That's true. That gave me anxiety when I was a little kid. Like,
Yeah,
that was
this close.
scary. Oh, you ever played that video?
Yeah.
Okay, just fucking him going.
Changing you.
Oh shit.
Like, help me! Alright, I'm sorry. Go on.
No. Yeah. So that's what's happening with him. Also, you brought up. I don't know the full details. That Sony is somehow doing like. They have the rights.
Sony and Netflix have made a deal that pretty much the gist of it is every Spider-Man movie from 2022 onward is coming to Netflix instead of Disney Plus.
Yeah.
Because Sony has made a deal with Netflix to put movies into Netflix.
Unless the big D comes in swinging that shit,
What shit?
that money.
I think at this point they feel they're okay with it. They don't care.
Look,
Like-
Netflix ain't got money. So if Disney comes in there, starts
No, but
swinging
Sony's
the
got
check.
money.
Yeah, Sony's got money.
No, look, I feel like Disney at this point, they're just playing ball with Sony. Like, this is, like, from what I can see, because they really, if they really wanted to, if they really wanted Spider-Man, that they would have literally just came in and just shut that shit down real quick and rebought. Maybe somehow negotiate an aggressive takeover of that deal somehow to get those movies onto Disney Plus. But
Yeah, that, and also I think at this point Sony will not let go of that property.
It's not
Just
too much
simply-
money.
Not only the money, I mean, I don't want them to go to the properties to keep the fucking monopoly from actually happening.
we need to complete the gauntlet.
Well,
All right, we need the green one. Yes, the Hulk. I care, and Spider-Man, the red one.
Yeah.
Shut up, I care.
I need all of the stones.
I need all the stones. Okay. I know, like, I love those memes. Like, he's like, I finally got Spider-Man. Ha ha! He really didn't. Not really.
Not yet.
he got that Spider-Man money though. He said
It's true.
they're able to push out the merch. I think the only thing they can't do is develop movies with it, right? But they got rights to everything else. I don't know how it works because it's weird.
They laid it out a while ago. It feels like more that they have the rights to make the movie, but all the profits, or at least a lot of the major project, goes to Sony somehow.
Yeah.
Because they, because even if they don't make money off the movies, they damn sure get money off the merchandising and shit.
Right.
So they're I'm sure they were fine with that deal.
Yeah.
But, so I don't know. It's wonky how the rights and deals and shit. But Spider-Man, right, guys?
Yay,
Excited?
Spider-Man, yay.
So Toby,
Radioactive.
yeah. Are they gonna de-age Toby, or do you think they don't need to?
No,
They-
Toby
they-
doesn't need to be de-aged.
Yeah.
He constantly.
He's
That
a
man
forever
will
boy.
forever have the face of a boy, a child,
Boy.
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 Yeah, but
I'm excited though. I want to see what they're gonna do with it. And
same.
this is gonna be a 4-hour movie. If any movie needs to be 4 hours, this needs to be 4 hours.
Yes, give it the Infinity War,
And
not
then-
Infinity War, but
and then-
Endgame treatment.
And
yeah.
then release it in black and white a week later.
Stop and 4x3.
4x3 all day.
Yeah.
Stop.
All I need is 3 hours of Tobey Maguire.
And then we
It's actually just that.
and then we can get Jamie Foxx doing a weird monologue.
He's in it too. I keep
my
forgetting.
friend.
Stop. Wait, you still have not seen it, have you?
I have not.
Oh my god.
Oh man.
You all told me not to watch it.
No,
Every last
no,
one of
I've
you.
told you
not to.
several times to watch it.
You're going to watch it before
Okay.
this
You
movie
have
comes
to
out.
watch it.
Yes,
It's not
Because-
like a threat.
because I made
It is.
you
It
because I walked you into Ultraviolet.
You did.
I won't ask you to watch that movie. One of these guys have got to do
I
it.
will not forgive you or forget.
I don't care.
Still stings. But with that, movie news is done.
I was juiced the fuck up and I still had a bad time, man. I was high as shit. I had a cup of whiskey and I chugged the whiskey and lost my high watching that movie.
Let me listen.
Ouch.
In my defense,
No.
early 2000s. Heido, back me up here. Early 2000s, Mila Jovovich.
Could do no wrong.
It's
Peak.
true.
Could do no wrong.
What do you mean could do no wrong?
She-
You have to
Could do no wrong. You heard me.
It did not matter.
He said what
She
he
looked
said.
great. She was great with everything she was in. It's
when,
true.
When that bitch went from white to red, my sheets went from red to white.
Ew! I see the imagery. It hurts. Just
When she came down and did that little sword shit, and
I
her
came
hair went
up.
from black to fucking purple, I came up. All right, it went up.
That movie was a visual pleasure.
I rolled my eyes so goddamn hard I got a headache.
damn.
Let me know what the back of your head looks like.
You know,
All right,
It's okay.
Stare at a picture of a black hole. That's what it looks like after I watched that damn movie. It took everything away from me.
Scooped out. You got scooped.
The man was soulless for like about a week, just dry.
And I just looked at
shell.
Jamal. I was like, "What the fuck you got me?" He's like,
every minute. I was like, look,
Did you see it?
look at that part.
Is it good?
Did you
like
see
it?
him jump out of that bike?
Yeah,
Did you see that
jump
bike
off the bike.
tumble?
Yeah. Did you like how she used her blood to stop the
Yeah, you said
flamethrower? It's cool. And then like she used blood to change her color of blood red. That shit was hot. It was hard. Shit was hard. All right, I'm done. All right, go on.
Clarence
The
is
drip-
tight right now.
the drip-
he's-
Literally.
Was
I
fire.
remember that stupid ass plot line with her, and was it like an imaginary daughter or some shit?
What plot line? There's a plot line in that movie?
I didn't say that.
I did not see no plot.
I just saw
Only
Mila Jovovich going around the
Jovovich.
world and changing outfits.
Mila
one scene at a
Jovovich.
time.
With a katana. That's all we need.
That's all we need.
That katana was cool though.
Yeah.
I like that.
I like it
katana.
too.
The whole movie
Not
was
you two.
fire.
Look. I had no expectations. You were tricked. All right. I saw that movie. I was like, wow, this is another one in the line of just bad, but you know what? Slightly entertaining movie.
Beautiful masterpiece.
From Mila
Beautiful.
from Mila.
Wonder what?
Yeah, I said it.
It's up there.
Mila
It ranks
Jovovich.
up there in the timeless
it
pieces next
strikes
to
me
the
now.
pianist. Pianist.
All right. What?
Honestly, I would say her performance in that movie tops Christian Bale in The Machinist any day.
And
one day a week.
that movie topples Schindler's List,
Oh my.
Easily.
God.
The Color Purple,
You
A Space
are-
Odyssey.
Selena.
I mean, come on.
I feel like we need to take a break because Clarence is about to cry.
I'm hurt, man. I'm hurt.
You need time.
No,
It was 2 years
Okay.
ago. Let it go.
He'll
no.
never
It
break.
hurt. You hurt me.
And I would do it again because you watch out.
Why?
Oh shit.
Gaming.
Okay, well, I'm gonna keep the Sony ball rolling. Okay.
Okay.
Sony, for whatever God-given reason, Sony and Naughty Dog have taken it upon themselves to say, let's remake The Last of Us 3.
I mean that
Three?
game. Oh.
You're right, The Last of Us.
Oh.
I don't know why.
What?
I don't know why 3 was in the back of my head.
It'll be
but
the
that's what
third
happened. We
game.
keep talking about Mila Jovovich in that movie.
Ah,
Yeah.
People want there to be a 3 after 2. I'll tell you that.
Do they?
I want there to be 3 Ultraviolets.
Oh my God. I'm right. Might as
I'm
well.
about to get ultra violent.
Look. I don't know. I feel like this is a response by the fans because of how there's so much. I mean, it's mixed. Of course, a lot of people think the game's either fine or actually really good. But there's just this heavily toxic fan base that just hate the movie. I mean, hate the game. It's basically a
Yeah,
movie.
see, it's infectious, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, they hate that second one.
Not talking about Ultraviolet.
They
It's
hate
great.
it so much. That second one, they
They
just
fucking they love to hate it. It became there's entire discourse dedicated to it. There's entire Twitters dedicated to just say, man, this guy had more character development than the girl from Last of Us 2.
You know someone they feel real tight about it when every time it's mentioned, you got people down there just slinging that shit, talk about this game's garbage every single time.
You know what's crazy? I actually talked to somebody at my job about The Last of Us 2, and he literally like recited everything, all the points that you hear online about the game. I was like, okay, but what did you hate about it?
Exactly. What is your opinion?
I don't know. It was a shit game, man.
Did you play? Did he play the actual game? Probably didn't. Nope.
Probably not.
I haven't played the game.
I haven't either. But honestly, I haven't really beat the first one either. So.
But
yeah,
okay.
I didn't beat the first one.
Yeah.
It's an okay game. It's not like groundbreaking like people were trying to make it out to be.
Exactly, they're fine.
Masterpiece.
Listen. It was really hard to love again after Jack and Dexter went away. But then I found Nathan, and after Nathan, there's nobody else. I'm sorry, Joel.
You don't need to be sorry. He's dead. It's okay. Spoilers.
Why'd you gotta bring up Jack and Dexter, man? Like,
That's true. Oh, damn.
Ratchet and Clank out here eating, and for what?
I mean, for what?
And for what? When's the last one you played?
It doesn't matter. All right.
He's really thinking.
Look at you.
Damn.
I don't know.
You're right.
What's the last one you played?
I don't play Ratchet and Clank.
Because you Ratchet already.
I played Jack and Daxter.
Got him. Sorry.
Got him. Hit that shit with confidence.
Look, the game came out 2 years ago. Why are we here?
It
feels like 2 years ago.
It feels like it because it came out on the PS3 and then they re-released it on the PS4. Now they're gonna remake it on the PS5.
That's what we're doing.
Like, what does remake mean? Like, if you're just gonna make it like, now it has PS5 graphics, cool. But
no, that's a remaster.
Okay, hopefully by remake it'll be like how they did the Spyro Reignition trilogy.
Yeah, but there was
Crash Bandicoot. Those are remakes.
Those are decade old. Like, double decades.
So you can acknowledge and marvel at the improvement. This one, it'll be like, I don't know, a fresh coat of paint. It's not gonna look that different.
I don't
know.
Like,
it's literally just putting the graphics onto high, like if you're on a PC. Like, all right, it's good.
Maybe, I hope they change some gameplay elements. I know one of the biggest things that people were talking about was how it was very just cinematic driven and not really game driven.
Okay.
Yeah.
They could do that. They could maybe do something about that. Change up some mechanics. Maybe a different art style. If I can go crazy. It's a new game. You're remaking it.
Right. More remake Final Fantasy VII remake than just a remake of the first game.
Release it in parts?
No.
Like, not necessarily in parts, but at least definitely change up stuff. I mean, that would make more money for them, but definitely just change up stuff in a significant way. Maybe even redo the soundtrack. I don't know. Sky's the limit, like you said.
Yeah,
This would be the best alley-oop of all time if they completely rewrite the story just to better fit the narrative of the second game.
Ooh.
That'd be the best alley-oop of all
Fans would
time.
love that.
I mean, like, yeah.
They'd be like, oh, good. I hate that.
I just hate how they just feel that, I don't know, you can tell the group that actually really hates this game, or the second game, because they act like Joel was such an amazing human being. Like, he was Captain America or some shit.
Hey,
like,
He was more John
White
Walker than Captain America. But at the end of the day, he was still just doing the job any kind of father would have did.
He sacrificed the world. He sacrificed the world. And who, for a person who was willing to die for the world because she had the cure in her, and he was like, "No, we're not doing it." He's like, "No, I want my daughter," which, yeah, and then he died for it next month. Yeah,
that's how it goes.
Spoilers.
Damn.
Fuck them.
Fuck them, and you're not gonna play it.
Eventually, I will. All right. It took
I'm
me
gonna wait for the
a
remake.
whole console generation to play the first game. All right.
That's a good point. You're right.
So
you're gonna wait until
I had it for
PS6.
free. I had it for free.
Oh my
And I didn't play that shit for like 8 years after I had it.
Fucking take it every single day. Like, you're gonna play Last of Us? Yeah.
Exactly. So you know what? What old game? Because The Last of Us is such an old game. What old game would you guys rather have remade?
Shit, man. If I'm going through the list right now,
Grand Theft Auto 5.
Grand Theft Auto 5 is
It's older than
It
Last of Us.
It is the Betty White of video games. It has lasted longer than Google Stadia.
man. And I watched my nephew play it not too long ago on his PC. it looks like a fucking new ass game. I'm like, I don't know what
is all this shit here? Like, what is he doing? You can do this now?
The last time I played Grand Theft Auto, the best thing I could do is, run around and... Like, Grand Theft Auto 5, by the way. I'm not, like, super old. I mean, literally Grand Theft Auto 5.
You're still playing Grand Theft Auto 5.
The last time I played vanilla Grand Theft Auto 5, the best thing you could do is, like, put in a cheat code, get a helicopter, fly around, piss off the cops for a while, because fuck the police. But this shit, when I watched him play it, he literally had, like, there was an elevated platform, like, thousands of feet in the air, and you had to run on it. It was just, like, a series of, like, canisters, like, just stuff you could run on, like a surface.
Yeah.
All the way in the air. I was like, where does it lead? He's like, I don't know. I'm like, so why are you going there? He's like, I don't know. I was like, I don't know what's happening.
I never thought that Grand Theft Auto 5 could have events.
Me either.
Like it's literally just Fortnite with Grand Theft Auto style, and it's great. Like, I mean, good for people who are still playing the game. I have it too.
I kind of want to get back in. That shit looks.
I'm not joking.
It's worth
I
it.
want to get in there.
Like, I got on PC. I'm probably gonna boot it up probably this summer or something like that.
That's kind of the most popular thing to do on Twitch right now is their role playing.
Yeah, it looks
Grand Theft Auto 5.
Grand Theft Auto, how
it's
crazy!
fucking hilarious.
Remember why you stopped playing Metal Gear Online? Because things were getting too real. Now they're getting that real in Metal Gear. Like, people are working 9 to 5 jobs at fast food restaurants, role playing.
Oh my
What?
God. Yes.
Would you like to be a cop with me?
Oh my.
Yes.
Bad boys, what you gonna do?
You can be corrupt cops.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Is there any other kind?
I was gonna say.
Is there any other kind?
No.
All right.
Like that?
But
You like that? You
but
like that? You like
on
that?
all seriousness, I think like the one game that I would like, and I mentioned this before, Conker's Bad Fur Day. I want a complete like
A good remake?
a good remake, not just a
Censored?
censor more remake or anything. Make it from the ground up, improve on the story, make it better, make it good, and then improve on the multiplayer on it, because they kind of just the multiplayer was one of the funnest parts in Conker's Bad Friday, because how much gore and how much fun it was, because you either chose a teddy or you chose a squirrel and you just killed each other.
Yeah.
And the redone or remake, you had choose classes. It just wasn't as cool. Like it was back when the class system was still young. So each class you were just limited to like, oh, you just do that one thing. Can't pick up weapons or anything. Good luck.
Yikes.
I would love Link to the Past. That was the first Zelda game I ever played.
Did they?
They did remake Link to the Past
Like,
for the Switch.
did they?
Yeah.
It's just a different art style, but they remade it. Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder.
Did I miss that?
Oh,
Well,
hey, you got your wish. There you go.
There you go.
Perfect Dark then. God damn it.
Possibly making it. Possibly.
No,
Yeah, that's been dead for a long time.
I thought I know. Like
Been dead.
Okay, continue.
They took her out back and they shot her. Actually, no, I said Turok, right? Before the
I think
thing.
you did say Turok.
Yeah, but then you
Yeah.
heard about Vin Diesel getting his hands
Yeah.
on Turok. You're like, you know what? Never mind.
Yeah, we might have to chill on that. Let's just get Mila Jovovich Blood Rain.
There you go.
I'm like, oh yeah, Blood Rain. Just
Man.
Ooh, forgot about that movie.
Remember
Now-
those tits?
oh my god, that wasn't Mila Jovovich, was it?
No,
No,
that
it
was
was like it should have.
That was Christina
Archuleta?
Loken?
Doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't matter, honestly. But if it were up to me, honestly, the longer I think about it, all the games who I kind of want it to be remade, I actually don't want them to be remade because they still have
Value.
They still have value.
Yeah.
Like any Jet Set Radio game, don't remake those. Those are perfect the way they are. Brave Fencer Musashi #1.
But even Jet Set Radio getting a spiritual successor with
Yes,
Bond
but
Rush
still with
Cyberpunk
still with the same so
aesthetic.
honestly, the more I try and think of it, I don't know if anyone's played this game, Fighting Force for the PlayStation 1.
Fighting Force.
Yeah, guys, it's deep. Okay, you gotta go down.
It doesn't not deep as like that title name.
Yeah, it's deeper than that.
Do they
okay?
fight?
Yes, they
Is it a
fight.
force?
Do they fight?
It's a force of people
fighting?
that fight. All right,
Fighting? You think it's funny?
Yeah, I think it's.
I know.
Yeah, Fighting Force, fucking Manhunt maybe. Man,
I know this has already been said. I'm not on here or anything, but Melee. They'll never do it.
They won't. Melee's perfect.
Melee's perfect, but it could be updated. It could be polished.
It's perfect.
It's not perfect.
It's perfect.
Not perfect.
Waddle. It's perfect.
It's not perfect. Anyway,
Perfect.
you don't play. Shush.
It's not done. You're right. You won't. I won't either. I won't.
Bushido Blade,
Free
Bushido
Melee.
Blade 1 and 2.
Is that what's that? Tenchu?
Tenchu Z, any Tenchu, honestly.
Any
doesn't matter.
Tenchu, yeah.
Any Tenchu, yes. I mean, I thought after Sekiro that would be their next move, but I'm still waiting.
It's not.
It's not their next move.
But they're right
It's the
there.
fifth move.
You're not getting that.
They're on the cusp.
Did you beat Sekiro?
I'm literally.
You don't have to answer
in a
that.
second.
You don't have to
I'm
answer
serious,
that.
I'm doing it.
No.
I'm
You don't
doing
have
it
to
this
answer
year. I'm doing it this year.
Oh, okay.
No.
I promise. Yeah. No, I haven't.
He's making promise.
He's a liar.
Get off me!
I didn't.
Get off me!
While
Get
you
off Sekiro.
continue to look busted.
Damn. Don't bully.
It's really tough to think about games that I would want remade because the other ones I got enjoyment in, they keep their charm when they look the way they are right now.
Mm-hmm.
But something I would want to come back. I don't know. What did I say when I was out there talking about it?
I can't remember.
While you were
like the
stuffing your
worst-
fat face with
Yeah,
Gator plates?
yeah,
No, I can't think of
It
anything.
was delicious.
All I heard was rah, 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 rah.
It's true.
There's a pita hanging off his fucking lip.
Hey man, it had to go somewhere, man.
I bet it did.
I got this T-Rex brain going on right now, dog. I need help.
You want me to call it Elon Musk?
Yeah, call up Elon Musk.
All right.
He's on speed dial. He's in the numbers. Go ahead, give him a call.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not busy.
You need that. You need that chip. That Neuralink chip.
But Jack and Daxter really isn't a bad choice. I would really like that shit to come back.
Yeah.
I think. Would you rather it just come back like what they're doing with Ratchet and Clank?
Ratchet and Clank, it never stopped.
I mean,
It just had constant updates. Jack and Daxter, it got dead dirty. We got the kart racing game, and then during the PlayStation 3 era, they released a successor to the Jack and Daxter games on the PlayStation 2.
I remember that.
We got dead dirty.
I will say, however, Jack X Racing gets a bad rep.
It was a good
because
game.
they tried.
It was a
and
good game, though.
good. The story actually did make sense, and I liked it. There. I'm done. I said it.
No, it was good. It was good.
what about Donkey Kong?
I didn't play that.
What about
I
Donkey
didn't play
Kong?
that.
Donkey Racing.
You mean Diddy Kong Racing?
Yeah, Diddy Kong
It
Racing.
wasn't Donkey Kong, it was Diddy.
I don't
Diddy
think-
took the reins.
Diddy, my buddy.
That game is a lot more entertaining in your memories.
You know, they are bringing back Pokemon Snap, which is...
Oh yeah, I can't wait for that.
Oh, snap. That's right.
Shut up.
Ugh.
Anyway, move
I'm
on.
trying to help you.
Well, personally for me, this is great news because there's a rumor that they're going to be remastering Sonic Colors.
Who?
Sonic Colors?
Huh?
I know even me, who is this Sonic person. I mean, I never actually played it. I heard it was good.
Enlighten me.
Sonic Colors was a Sonic game that unfortunately had the circumstances of only being released on the Nintendo Wii.
Ah.
So while those who were brave enough to buy it and play it for the Wii only, it got high marks.
Yeah.
High marks. It was one of the very few Sonic games that came out that got high marks.
It was one of the few that also it was one of those very good ones that got spread around and gave people hope. Like, oh my god, this is it. This is when Sonic's gonna get good again.
We're not dead yet. We're not dead
And
yet.
then they bring out some shit. Afterward they did fucking Black Knight and they also did fucking Sands of Time and they also did.
I forgot about Sands of Time, bro.
Do you know what the fuck they're talking about? I have never heard of any of these games.
I started looking at the counter.
Look, okay, good for you.
Yeah, man, good for me. Okay. You know,
Somebody out there is jumping for joy alongside with you.
swing and a miss. Look. It hurts being a Sonic fan. Okay, it hurts. I know what bullshit is. I've tasted it. I've eaten it. I've played it. I know what bullshit is. But Sonic.
You still coming back for more?
I'm still there for you, bro. I'm still there for you. It don't matter. All right.
God.
You got a place to stay whenever you need one. Some chili dogs and shit, bro.
Abusive relationships are so hard to watch your friends go through.
Yeah, you know, don't you?
We don't talk about my scars.
So they had the most unlikely crossover that this is the kind of shit that you dream like a fever dream when you're a little kid. They have Power Rangers Battle for the Grid doing a crossover with Street Fighter.
Yeah.
You have Ryu and Chun-Li as Power Rangers, and it looks sick.
Is it really that hard to fathom? I honestly thought this might have been something that came out a long time ago.
Actually,
This should have been something that came out a long time ago.
it came out
Don't.
in 2019.
What came out in 2019?
The game.
Battle for the Grid.
Yes, this is,
Well,
this is an update.
Yeah,
We're
the
talking
update.
about the
Battle for the Grid.
DLC.
Well, the
It seems like Ryu just shows up everywhere.
yeah, he shows up everywhere you can
He
fit him
does.
in.
Yeah, just like the King of Fighters characters.
Right.
Yeah.
I want to see Ken as a Power Ranger.
No, you don't.
It's the same thing as Ryo.
But yeah, different colors, the same fucking.
But
outfit.
I did like the trailer. The trailer looked dope.
Yeah.
You mean all 8 minutes of Ryu like dumpstering the other Rangers?
Yep,
like
that's right.
That's how it's supposed to
That's
be.
how it would be.
Yeah.
The
I mean,
fuck?
he does actually know how to fight.
Beat the right.
And the Rangers, it gives the morphing grid, man, gives you extra powers.
Exactly.
What are these teenagers going to do against this grown-ass man who can't afford shoes?
They're gonna do
His feet are shoes, okay? Those calluses are fucking...
they roller skate and rock climb
Dog,
every
yeah.
other summer.
You
He
think
is
Ryu
like-
rocks climb without gear? What are you talking about?
Ryu was like 4 times the size of everyone he fought against.
all the
there.
teenagers.
He was fucking gigantic. He looked so buff.
He looked like a fucking supervillain.
Dog,
Like, I
that
thought he was-
spandex was hugging him like a
That's why I can't wait to get the full Chun-Li trailer. Whenever they
My
drop that
guy.
one.
That's
Whenever they
right,
drop that
I
one.
was so angry when I saw that close up to her face. I'm like, oh, I want to see that close up. You know that close up.
They
I
know
want.
they were saving. They knew exactly what they were doing.
They're waiting for that money shot.
Like,
For her, see the spinning bird. Spinning bird.
I hope they keep it special when she kind of like dashes through you and it have like the little katas on the side.
Oh,
and
yeah.
screen flashes. Mm-hmm. I hope they keep that. If they don't,
Do you think they're going to add them to the story, or do you think? I mean, they could do that, especially if they're trying to do more like crossovers, like interdimensional crossovers. But
they could. But
I mean, because
Who cares? Yeah.
I know.
who gives a shit?
Yeah, that's true.
Ryu Power Ranger outfit, Chun-Li Power Ranger outfit. Go ahead, smash those buttons.
Fire.
I definitely like. It definitely gives me more like motivation to read Grid like all the way.
No, it's a good read.
Yeah.
It's a good read. I think the updated version is going to have probably a digital only release, and it'll come with all the DLC, all the costumes and everything. I believe next month,
Yeah.
the 23rd or the 21st. It'll run you about $40. It's kind of a steal. Game is solid.
Yes.
Game is solid.
Yeah, surprisingly so. When we like back, like 2 years ago, we thought it was like, oh my god, this is gonna be a port. This is just a port from the fucking cell phone game. What are they gonna do? And then it came out and just blew everyone.
and even then, when there was footage of the cell phone game, it still looked kind of a little too good for
a cell phone game.
Yeah, I was like,
I agree.
wow,
like you put some work in this.
yeah.
The people who worked on it, they're passionate and players of the craft.
Oh yeah.
They understand what needs to be done, and you can have fun with it. The game's fun, easy to pick up, rewarding to feel. Give it a shot. You might be surprised.
Yeah.
So we're gonna roll with the more surprises, with the NVIDIA GPU crisis. You fucking Bitcoin miners buying all that shit up and jacking up the prices. Thanks, guys. Thanks. This shortage will now continue until 2022.
I hope you're proud of yourselves. I hope you don't get any sort of Bitcoin. That shit isn't guaranteed. Just because you buy a $500 fucking graphics card does not mean you're gonna get any bit of anything.
Shouldn't even cost $500. It's more expensive than that though.
Oh no, now yeah, like it.
Just put that money into Bitcoin.
The actual yeah. You might as well just buy the actual fractions instead of fucking trying to mine it, which takes up a lot of electricity. Like I actually thought about doing it. Like Bitcoin costs about 50,000.
You're killing the earth, you greedy cocksuckers.
You are. They even though the video has thought ahead and tried, they reworked it so it doesn't use as much energy because they know people are gonna do this anyway.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter. It's still. Most of them probably bought like 10 of them. They had like 10 computers going on at night.
Yeah.
So fuck them.
10.
Yeah.
But you know what? Y'all keep doing that because those people who are growing drugs at their house, now they just think they're mining Bitcoins.
That's not
That's
illegal
fair.
yet.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Silver lining, I guess.
Good job, guys.
I know you have you. Does this hurt a little bit more because I know you've been looking for a better graphics card?
Well, I am in a Discord group. I got a buddy who just recently got a hold of one.
Oh shit! Okay.
And the area in Chicago he goes to, every Tuesday they get a drop of like maybe 2 to 3 30 series.
Okay.
So if you're not one of the people who are setting up shop and sleeping outside in the dirt, waiting for the doors to open, if you're not one of the first 5 people, get fucked. But there were a solid 30 people out there waiting overnight for this place to open up just to be told no.
That's tough.
Insane.
Like they just want to play VR, guys. They just want to play Cyberpunk for some reason on high end graphics.
It's a beautiful game.
It's a beautiful game.
Yeah, I love their French fries.
You saw that?
I did.
You saw that?
Wait, what?
It looked like sprinkly cheese.
Wait, what?
It looked like fucking yellow shards of glass. Like
They should have
crystals.
posted with these French fries, like, yo, these are French fries from Cyberpunk 2077. It looks like someone just put a bag in some Colby Jack Kraft cheese and sprinkled it down on your fucking game screen. It looks.
You know those crunchy,
terrible.
I don't know what the fuck they're called. Kill me. I don't know what they're called. Basically, those crunchy little tortilla strips. They're multicolored that you put in like burritos sometimes.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. No, I know. What you're talking
That's what, but they're all yellow. That's what the fries look like. Just like
Fritos.
one-dimensional, like sharp Fritos. I'm like, you guys.
This is the future, okay?
You know, there's a
fries.
game that came out, a Pokemon game, right?
Yeah.
That where somebody rendered the trees on the floor, the grass on the floor so well it crashed the game, and you're here making sharp French fries. You motherfuckers! We trusted you. All right, that's all I got. I'm done.
And I wish I was there for the 2077 rush. You playing on PC? How's that going for you, man?
It's still buggy.
They did say they're working really hard.
Oh, are they working?
That fun fact, that game is still not available on the PlayStation Marketplace.
No,
Fuck
still
no.
not available.
It's not.
Fuck that.
There has been a few updates.
Yes.
I mean, lifestyle changes, blah, blah, blah. But every once in a while, you still get a jittery thing. You can't play it in high... I can't play it in high definition to save my life. I gotta lower the resolution. And mind you, I have a very, very decent computer.
Yeah.
But, hey, it's a fun game.
Oh, you know what else was a fun game? I've been playing Subverse. And
Wow.
I gotta tell
Okay
you,
with it?
they did a really good job of hiding what this game actually is. A good game.
Yeah. That's a spoiler right there. Like it's
Why
actually.
would they hide that?
So what this game is obviously advertised as, if you took any amount of time to go onto the Steam page and look and see what exactly they're trying to get you to buy.
I saw.
Yeah, the game's sold on that merit, but then you sit down and play it, you get past like the first 15 minutes, they actually have a really decent world going on here with, what's going on? It's like, I'll take it, remember the Deadpool game? You guys played the Deadpool game?
Kinda.
No, I did not.
Okay.
heard of
It had this thing where it was really funny the first time around when you play it, but then you realize that it's the same jokes.
Ah, okay.
So that's the kind of feeling I'm getting with the dialogue with this.
Yeah. Like it's cheesy, and it could be. Oh no.
No, it wasn't there. It wasn't there.
Okay.
Like, it's a little crude at times.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. It's a little crude. It's in your face. It's definitely very meta. But I don't know. It grew on me. Like it's.
Oh, I'll bet it did.
I grew for it.
The titty scenes sometimes feel like they're getting in the way.
Yeah.
Like it's like
Wow.
yeah, like they're getting in the way.
Wow. I didn't expect to hear that.
This game, like you thought, maybe like all the money or like all the time that went into this game went towards like the tits and the sex and course, and that's there and it's good, pretty good quality, but it also went to world building and making characters that you actually give a fuck about. Like, this is literally just a porn parody Mass Effect with still the same Mass Effect like story team behind it. It feels like at that point, like it just feels like it's deeper than it's trying to be at. Like
it's a lot. This gameplay and the story is leagues better than you would expect from a game that advertises titties. That's all I'm saying.
I can see Clarence like, stop showing me the tits. I want to play the game.
I'm like, yo, like, hey, bro, cool. Go ahead, bust your nut, do whatever. But what's happening in the Citadel right now?
Exactly. Like,
get it out of her butt.
Like, and mind you, this is literally the first game. I did not know this at first. Like, Studio Fold, this is their first game ever. Before this, all they did, and I know you guys have seen it.
No, they haven't.
Well, hold on.
You don't
rope me in with you. Go ahead.
Okay, fine. They basically, before this, they've done nothing but like using assets from different video games, so different characters from different video games, and having them getting.
They make
fucked.
3D porn.
Yeah, basically.
Oh, I'm sure I've seen them.
Yeah. See,
All right, this guy, I don't know. Maybe but I don't know.
he won't admit it though.
He won't admit it.
No.
I absolutely want to.
Which is admitting it.
Did they do the Bioshock Infinite?
I didn't get a chance to play Bioshock Infinite.
They've
so
done
we're
like
talking about. Oh wait, I think they did do a Bioshock Infinite.
Yeah, I think they did. They've done like 16 of them.
Kudos.
So
the gameplay elements, the RPG factor is a grid based kind of tactical thing. Not the biggest, not like Fire Emblem size maps, not your XCOM size maps. It's fairly bare bones, but entertaining enough as it is. The spaceship portion is this bullet hell-esque top-down view.
Is absolutely unforgiving.
Now,
you will
it's
get
tough.
Fucked.
It's tough, and I don't know if that's because I feel like I'm a baby deer and my hands cannot do WASD. I can't navigate. I'm getting better at it. I'm starting to succeed. It's tough.
Yeah.
It is tough. Every time I come across the fuckbots, I keep dying.
The what now?
It's because you have big, meaty claws.
It is. Look, man, the fuckbots are the intergalactic scourge, okay? They corrupt all mechanical devices and turn them into fuckbots. And what do? They terrorize the galaxy and they corrupt everything and they just keep spreading like a plague.
And they yell like, basically, fuck, I'm gonna get you fucking in your ass, boy! Yeah, fuck. They drive around giant
They're like
dicks.
depraved sex drones.
Yeah,
is this real? You're not
He's
no
not
bullshit.
exaggerating.
I'm not making that up. They fly.
Well, it
one,
looks like I have
blew-
a game to buy.
I killed one, it blew up, and it said, "You busted my bussy open."
Come again?
It did. Again.
Nice.
They like in their strategy. I love like in it the strategy of the ships fits the fucking bots because all they do is ram into you because they're just flying dicks. They're literally just flying space dicks and just and they explode. They bust on you while hitting you and shit.
And the bus radius is pretty big.
Yep.
They got a large wad.
Yep. Then there's giant tits that fly around. There's a wad of tits and a vagina ship that's just literally just going around.
The game's fun.
It's great.
And you know what? I think you should give it a shot. If you're of the age of 18 or older.
Please. It's as I've been like I thought like I knew it would have happened, but I didn't know when. I've been telling like Clarence at least. I don't think I have talked to you guys about it. That I've been waiting for the Game of Thrones of porn, and honestly, this is it. This is the Game of Thrones of porn, and I know it's like, what do you mean? This is just play.
I don't want to say all that, but maybe.
You agree?
Nope, Chris has already put it there. That's
there.
where it is.
It's a game. Like okay, they basically up the bar. The bar is up here now. Is if there's ever going to be any sort of classification of porn having good story, this is it.
Now the game's still in early access. Yeah, there are
Sir, you have not seen enough Johnny Sins.
I was
videos.
thinking of Johnny Sins when he
You
said
think
that.
that is the pinnacle of porno storytelling.
Did you know that man runs a service where he'll like shout out your YouTube channels or your Twitch channels or whatever?
Oh, it's not him. I think it's through what's that service?
I know what you're talking about. Fucking.
When you pay like $5 to get like a shout out, you can get like Matt Hardy or a bunch of people. Like the name is like drawing a blank, but I know several people. Yeah.
I saw the streamer Hook Gang God do it, and I was like, "There's no fucking way he got this guy to actually do it. This has to be a service."
That's how Yipes got Jadakiss come out and say, "It's Marvel, baby."
We need him to do ours.
Jadakiss?
Or anybody. Well, Johnny Sins.
Johnny Sins?
Yeah.
Look into it.
Yeah, look into it. Then record it and then put it on the fucking show.
I'll pay you $5. Give us a shout out.
Give us a shout out.
But what were you gonna say before I hit him with the knowledge of?
Look, we both had no experience of what we're talking about, so we first have to delve into yours, and then you have to delve into mine. Then we'll see.
Yours is scary.
Mine's is scary.
Don't be pussy.
Yeah.
I'm afraid there is no pussy in there. I don't know what's gonna be in there. Tentacles. I don't know where you're taking me.
Hey, there are tentacles.
Yes.
Ah.
There's a yes.
Where there's tentacles, there is pussy.
Yeah.
It's like smoke without fire.
The game is in early access. There's some things that they're still working on, and as far as like the complete package, it's not there. There's still more base game to be added to it.
Yes.
So what you basically have is more along the lines of an 8-hour, 9-hour demo. However, this 9-hour demo, that's only $30. I think it'll be worth your time.
Yeah.
You might be pleasantly surprised.
And it's something to come back to. It's an investment. It's good. So
An investment.
yeah,
He
invest.
says.
You gotta sometimes
Right.
invest in your phone. Shut up. Both.
Bitcoin.
Nah.
Tesla stock. Titty games.
Yes.
All
All
the same.
valid reasons.
All the same. All valid reasons. All
Hey, yo, keep those eyes open.
Keep those eyes open.
That's it for me, dog.
All right, everybody. We are gonna move on to some comic book news, which is actually very, very light today. Just one story. Twitter's talking about it because whenever they involve people of color or move a mainstay character out of the spotlight just for a second, for like a tiny little bit, people like to have a reaction about it. And that's fair, whatever. But Christopher Cantwell, latest Marvel scribe, he did Dr. Doom. He did a solid job on Dr. Doom. Wrote that Fantastic Four Vacation offshoot that was also
that
good.
was him?
Yes.
That was good.
It was good.
It's made me really uncomfortable, and I love it.
Yeah, it made me uncomfortable too. He's taking a stab at doing something different with Captain America. And this seems like one of those preteen, young, all ages books. But the art direction gives off, it's actually like to be taken seriously. Like people, it's called The United States of Captain America. And essentially what's happening is that for some reason, Captain America or his shield was stolen somehow, and they are going Bucky and maybe Sam. Well, they run into each other. I know they're traveling together, but they're going across the country to find it, and they are running into people or kids or whoever who are inspired by Captain America to be Captain Americas of their own in their hometowns, and they're just kind of running into other Captain Americas. They issue number 1, which I didn't even know was out. They introduced their first, gay Captain America, some kid.
Twitter had a fucking field day with that.
Oh, of course it did, and they had a field day with the second one because they introduced a black girl, the next step, and that was. Twitter had a little meltdown. It's like,
How could they?
It's like, do comic companies even care about making money anymore?
A black woman signifying America? Ugh.
I love that argument of like they're gonna lose so much money. No, this is why they're doing it, because of money.
Exactly.
You aren't the only people that have money. You
Exactly.
fucking idiots.
And the ones I love. I love the comments like Marvel's gone completely woke. It's dead now because I said it's dead. It's done.
They've
Marvel's
been
no
saying
longer
that
making.
for almost a decade
Exactly.
now.
Yeah, they keep
Like-
using that. They keep saying woke at this.
It's
and woke
dead.
that.
No one's buying comics anymore. I'm like,
Yeah,
Really?
isn't it some of the most high grossing comics have been in the last like 2 years?
I'm
Right.
gonna go read manga because that's where it's at. I'm gonna read Demon Slayer.
the fact
AKA
that
that's where the black people ain't at.
the fact that comic books is still like thriving, and I mean pretty well. It was a little rocky here and there until we got this distributing deal figured out. But comics is actually taking off in the midst of the pandemic where people
Yeah.
supposedly don't have money. So
Yeah,
because people are at
surprisingly.
home, they got time to create, they got time to read. So comic books isn't going anywhere. So I'm sorry if you don't like whenever they introduce people of color and stuff. I know you'd rather just have it. You just have the image in your head of Steve Rogers from the Saturday morning cartoons that you watched and didn't read, and you just want to know that that's still there, even though you're not checking in because you don't know. Mm-hmm. And when you do check in, it's all woke garbage.
Oh yeah.
So you can't win to lose.
Yeah, I mean, there's stuff that gets printed that I necessarily don't care for.
Right. I mean,
You know what I do?
Not
I don't
reading.
read it.
Yeah. There's
Exactly.
Do you know how many titles come out?
and not only that, but like this isn't gonna make any money. It's gonna suck. And you know what? That might be true, but that happens a lot more often to comic books that supposedly you care about just as often.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a book coming out and not being able to finish its run is not necessarily an indictment on the subject material. It's just failure to reach. That's all.
Yeah.
And
The market will regulate itself.
exactly. And they're trying to reach, and this is what capitalism looks like. The company is trying to make more money by bringing in more readership. They did it for you whenever you supposedly picked up a comic book. They were doing it for other people. Just because it's not specifically you, you don't have to overreact.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if you guys noticed or not, but people of color really don't exist in the realm of fantasy.
Not really.
Look, they do, but they don't. They either put out to the sidelines and everything, or they don't get as
You're right.
much.
They're called orcs.
No,
elves,
we're not
or
talking. We're
black
not talking about
elves.
Western fantasy. I just look. I'm getting a little like on this subject because when you say fantasy, you only thing you're talking about is elves, and you're talking about Dungeons and Dragons. No, the way you're saying it, because there is black fantasy. There are fantasy works made.
The exception isn't the norm.
Okay, that doesn't make
That's all
it
I'm saying.
absolute.
What do you mean?
That's an absolute statement.
I think you guys are kind of making a similar point. There are two versions of fantasy, and that people immediately think of, and a lot of people will go straight to the one that you're thinking of, the one you're talking about, where they're orcs and just, well, the one you were thinking of, where it's just orcs and off to the side, and there's allegories for people of color, but not really it. And then there's the one where you were talking about, where it's like they have people of color, but we don't really want to dive into.
They're the maid.
Yeah,
the
like the
driver.
side.
They're never the subject matter.
And why? Because once you start talking about that, it gets a little too political for certain people, and that's the problems that we run into today. Honestly, this comic book, just from the synopsis, doesn't seem like my speed, but I'm pretty sure somebody's gonna pick it up. Someone's gonna pick up issue 1. Someone might pick up issue 2.
Yeah.
And if it makes money, that's really all the company set out to do. And if it has a good reception, just like all the shit that we like,
That's
people will keep buying it. Exactly.
Yeah,
It doesn't change anything for you. Like there's 2 other Captain America comics out right now. They're both good. Taza Honeycoats is a great writer. Like,
Hey, guess what they're not going to do? They're not going to all of a sudden take Steve Rogers and make him get fucked by Bucky.
It's not like Steve Rogers hasn't died before. It's not like he hasn't not been Captain America before.
Yeah.
this is just another story where they're trying something different. I don't necessarily agree with it.
Right, not my speed. But
Not my speed, but somebody, if even like 15 people pick it up, then that's 15 people who find something in a comic that they like that maybe they've never been here before. Yeah. And I used to be a little bit gatekeepy, just like all you cringe-worthy fucks out there, to where it's like, no, this is our community, it's ours. But it's like, no, it can be everybody's, not just mine. Yeah. Like our worlds may never even clash ever. All right.
And you know what? There's a way to gatekeep nicely. Well, you can also do that. Blah, 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 blah. There's a way that you can keep your fucking superiority, your superior knowledge of the subject by not being a complete dick about it.
Yeah. Like it's always about how you say things. Not usually it's not about what you say, it's how you say it.
Exactly. Yeah. The world, before we move on from this, there's going to be, brace yourself right now, because there will probably be at least 2 more, maybe 3 more, depending on how long this series goes, characters of color that may deem themselves Captain America from whatever part of the country they're in.
I want a Mexican.
I'm sure that would be the next.
I want a fucking Cholo.
I can't wait for it.
Oh,
yeah. Oh my goodness.
Give it to me, Holmes.
I hope that's the next issue.
I'm going to buy 7 issues of it.
Yep.
They're going to get hot and mad. So I'm here. I'm ready for it. So yeah, it's just another one of these stories where, they come out. We'll go on.
I want them to use the shield to dig a trench underneath the border.
Oh my god, I need to get on this other side.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, honestly, and I like this strategy because no matter what, they're helping. Yeah. And that's the beauty of it, because
they're like advertisements.
Exactly. And clearly someone knows that, like, if we just do something, like, if we do this will happen and it will advertise itself. We barely have to do the work. And the people who see it, they're going to want to go for it out of spite alone. Like, they're going to just, oh man, fuck those guys. I'm going to read this. I'm going to buy 7.
They should take their own advice and,
shut the
not
fuck up.
Talk about it, because then people won't talk about it.
Yeah, I didn't know there was a gay Captain America until somebody screamed it from the rooftop to Twitter. I was like, wait, there's a gay Captain America?
There's a gay Captain America.
Yeah.
Like, oh, shit.
His shield is rainbow now.
He had fantastic shorts.
Man. Yep. He made it himself.
I gotta see a picture.
Homies are online getting tight. Sweaties can't stand it. So
I like that man's shirt.
Man. and I love to see it. So, as far as comic book news, that's really all I got. I just wanted to dish on that for a little bit because, this happens every year, guys.
Yeah.
It feels like it happens every fucking week.
I was
Every
gonna say,
fucking
like-
week. You know what? I'll just say it real fast, just in case you need to hear it before we move on. All right, when Jane Foster became Thor, the world of comics didn't explode. They definitely didn't end.
Nope.
No,
When Sam Wilson became
exploded.
Captain America.
They exploded. They said the same shit.
Like
Yeah, but it didn't end.
as far as
It literally wasn't Ragnarok.
exactly,
No.
it was not Ragnarok. When she became Thor, the world didn't end. When Sam Wilson became Captain America, the world didn't end. And when Steve Rogers came back as Captain America after being a Nazi or having a clone for a while, the world also didn't end.
Nope.
Changes happen. People make arcs. Sometimes they work out, sometimes they don't.
At the end of the day, it always goes back to the status quo.
Yeah.
Relax, sweaties. You'll be okay.
Take a shower.
You guys ain't reading the shit anyway.
Exactly. So shut the fuck. All right.
Shout out to my mans. I didn't know I had to read here.
Right? Let
I
him
came
be
to
immor-
exhibit to look at things, not to read.
Let him forever be immortalized.
He said, "God damn, that's a lot of syllables."
God damn. looking like a double wide surprise. God damn.
Speaking of a lot of syllables, we are moving on to comic book reviews.
Yay!
All right, guys. I picked up some comics, and what we're gonna talk about from Image Comics Group and Mad Ghost. We're talking about Geiger #1.
Nuclear Ghost Rider.
All right. I dare not say this name out loud, guys. I dare not say it out loud.
I know, man.
Jeff Johns.
Wait,
Gary Frank. Yes, that Jeff Johns.
context.
Ray Fisher's Jeff Johns.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I didn't know, guys. The cover looked interesting. I just picked it up.
It's on the cover.
But it's small print.
It's
Small print.
no one looks at the net who
We
wrote the
just talked
fucking
about
thing.
reading.
Everyone's
we just
looking
talked
at
about reading.
Shut up.
Get that out the mic.
Geiger #1. Jeff Johns. Gary Frank. Brad Anderson. This book to me was it was like a standard issue 1 for me. I'm pretty sure we all have mixed feelings on it. I thought it was okay. I mean, I kind of like, we read a lot of issue 1s here, and sometimes people can just hit it on issue 1. They get it all out on the table. You're ready for #2. Some people a little slower,
Some people, they just like either they forget how many pages they had, so they had to cut it real short. Like, oh shit, this is now it's over.
All right, that's it. Issue 1. I'm somewhere in that camp with Geiger. I don't hate the source material at all. I think it's kind of interesting. I think it could get even more interesting. Mm-hmm. He's got a cool suit, cool look. The name's stupid, but hey, it's cool. It's cool. Like literally, that's 2 on the nose.
His name.
Like Geiger. Like
What? No, I mean the Geiger from the Geiger counter for the radiation.
yeah, I know. It's 2 on the nose. It's right there.
Is he like? I just wanted to mention real quick, like, because I just realized this popped in my head. Like, didn't he have a guy like this in fucking Batman Beyond?
No, shut up.
Okay.
That guy was sick.
What do you mean by
With
sick?
radiation.
Yeah,
I like that guy. I like him. I like that guy.
Yeah,
That's him.
He was
Yeah, it's
up,
him,
he was
it's
up.
him.
It's literally
For the
him.
most part, yeah. I'm
He
in the other
glows.
camp. I'm in the other camp. I really enjoyed this book.
Awesome.
Speaking of camps, they're dead.
Huh?
His family, they're not in that shelter.
You don't know.
Oh,
you
yeah,
don't know that.
no, they're dead.
We'll find out.
You don't know.
You don't know. They
Shut up.
said they could survive for a long time. We'll
Yeah.
see.
Okay.
And who knows
that's like-
how many
he-
time skip? How
He
knows
just
how much
didn't
time
want
skip?
them to die. They don't have the proper materials to come out to the day.
Yeah.
I am in the other camp. I really enjoyed this, and for a racist or whatever Geoff Jones was, he wrote a very compelling story about a Arab man.
Oh, he was?
Yeah,
I
his
know.
fucking name was like
Tariq.
Tariq or
Tariq.
some shit like that. Yeah,
I wasn't
he was
sure.
there was a lot of signs pointing to his family being Middle Eastern, or at least maybe like Turkish or something.
I got it right about the time I saw how the neighbors reacted to it.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I liked it. I thought I was really more interested in the world. I really loved how they painted how the Las Vegas Strip is just combined into the mafia families, but they're all like caricatures of whatever place they're in, like Caesar's Palace,
Yeah.
is like an emperor, you got the king fucking sitting there. I really like the world they were painting, and I love Fallout. This was like a
That was my tie-in.
heavy Fallout.
That was
vibes.
my tie-in as well. I was like, oh, so this is kind of like New Vegas, but I doubt it'll be just as disappointing when I get to the Strip.
I like that guy. He said, "My lord, I've been kneeling for an hour."
I know that. Continue kneeling.
I gave him that exact
The
same
free-
voice.
the free-
Yeah,
Exactly.
exactly. Paint me bigger.
Paint it bigger. And you know what? Just do it again. You know?
That it did feel a little rushed, but to me, it's a story that's already been told 20, 40, 50 times.
Yeah.
A man searching for his family, stuck in the world that he doesn't understand, an outcast of a new world, yada yada. It wasn't hard to get the story. What I liked is what I want to know is how it happened, the development of where it's gonna go from it, and how they're gonna work themselves back, and place us at the place that we're at now. I enjoyed it.
I definitely want to know, like, I really want to understand why just him. What, like, he turned into a nuclear person. I thought maybe he was already that, and then he actually, because I had to look back at the panels a couple times, because I thought he exploded. And I'm like, okay, that makes sense. But now it looked like there was an explosion away, and it hit him. So I'm like,
And only him and his dog survived in his race.
I was gonna say
because racism makes you not survive a nuclear explosion.
Obviously.
Stop being racist.
You open yourself up. Okay, you lower your guard.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We could be in space right now if we didn't have racism. Like Star Trek.
That's really not a stretch.
Yeah, that's actually not.
Yeah, just like Jurassic Park.
I mean, like, fucking aliens in space. Not just going out there collecting rocks.
Wait, are you saying actual
out there.
fucking aliens?
I mean, actually out
Probably.
there.
Yeah.
Sharing
wait.
schools with them, all
I
right?
can't wait. I want to be cryogenically frozen until that's possible.
Oh, me both. But you have to die. That's the problem with the crowd. Anyway,
What happens when you come out of cryogenic and your shit won't go back up?
I know.
Anyway, Chris.
By that time, they'll probably have science for that.
You
You just
hope.
put a splint on it on the side of it. And
Yeah.
Pop a popsicle stick.
Yeah. Put a little splint on
Okay,
it.
I'm ready.
Nah.
It's okay.
Electrical tape.
Leave the
Wow.
flavor on there.
I want her to be able to read the joke.
I thought it was all right. I thought it was fine. Like, I kind of it left me wanting more. I kind of wish there was more. Cause I'm kind of like in your I really like the world. I really like what they got set up, and I'm really interested about his powers and how he got them. And I mean, those are things that are gonna keep me coming. Like, want me to read on to issue 2. But but other than that, like, it's not. It's like, yeah. It's like, it's all right. It's like, yeah. So I'm hoping that issue 2 is more, more whatever they're trying to do, more effort. Yeah, just yeah.
What about you,
I mean,
Blake?
what's there to say that hasn't really already been said? It's been done before. It left me wanting. I hope the next 2 issues will allow it to show where it stands apart from everything else similar in the story genre.
Yeah.
I want to see what makes it special. If this is a sandwich, it's like a plain bologna sandwich. I need some fixins. What are my fixins? You gotta show me. You gotta tell me, man.
Jelly and a Geiger.
Jelly on a bologna sandwich?
Ugh.
Ugh.
Hey,
You
have
never
you tried
know.
it?
You never know.
You are a disgusting human being.
Now
You can't even look at him in the eye.
I won't ever try it. However, he does have a point because we all thought it was gross when SpongeBob put jelly on a hamburger, and that's not bad.
It's really not. But it depends on where you have it, though. Because
What, the wrong jelly or the wrong
the wrong
burger?
place. The wrong place to have it. Because they literally just make a burger and then throw peanut butter. Anyway. From Dark Horse Comics. From Dark Horse Comics, James Stelkey, all right, Orphan, and the 5 Beasts.
You know what? That shit was nice.
I like that.
I
one.
liked it,
I
too.
liked it
My
a lot.
man Thunder Thighs.
Man,
God.
that poor horse.
Oh, the poor horses.
Yeah.
Like he's like,
give me another one.
I love
that goddamn nag. She couldn't take it.
I love how they set that up. Like, oh yeah, our leader could always use more horses. Like, well, obviously he's a leader of a gang.
He needs horses.
No, he needs horses because they keep
He keeps
killing them.
snapping them with his thunder thighs.
Man,
Fantastic.
Huge.
It took me a little bit to get into it. I'm not gonna lie. I really love the art, but the story from like the first couple pages was kind of dragging. I was like, "Where are we?
Yeah.
What is this?" Blah blah blah. But as soon as we kind of just get to like the fourth page, when homie busts out of the cauldron. He was taking a shower in that cauldron, and then he just busts out of the cauldron. He's like, ah!
Did he turn to stone?
I thought so. I don't know what happened either. Like
Zeus struck him with lightning. He just said, "Protect it!"
I don't know what happened, nor do I care.
I don't either. I was just moving after that page. I was like, okay, we're cooking with gas now.
It was a fucking super fun read. I had to. I'm not gonna lie. I took an extra like 5 minutes of break so I could finish it. I was reading it on break, and I was like, I don't want to go back to work. It's pretty good.
I mean, you don't really need an excuse to take an extra 5 minutes in there anyway.
They're gonna fire me when they listen to this.
It's okay. By the time they listen to it, it will be too big for them to stop.
Ah.
I thought it was. I'm kind of like I'm confused, and it kind of frustrated me a little bit because I feel like I really wish if they were going to be more like kind of silly. Like it's kind of like a kind of almost not entirely. It was trying to spoof a little bit off those martial arts films and stuff from back in the day. It's just a lot of influence from that, but I wasn't sure about the tone for a while because a good portion of this first issue was just the exposition, and I'm like, okay, get to the this. Oh, so I should be taking this seriously, okay? And then when we got to her or him, I think it's her. Okay, when we got to her, like
I wasn't sure.
Me too. Like I heard, I'm like, are you? Oh, okay. When it got to her like fighting the guys and everything, I actually was taking it seriously. I'm like, okay, all right, this is something. Something's going on. She needs to fight these 5 people.
Putties,
putty ninjas. But then it switched over to Thunder Thighs. I'm like, oh my fucking god!
I was so glad. I was so glad it wasn't just a shadow.
Me too. Because I was like, please don't be a shadow.
I was worried about that.
And and the first enemy has given me so much hope.
Right?
You have no idea, man.
Now, like if they,
my god!
I really hope they keep with that edgy because I felt blue ball when she finally got there and he finally killed that horse and everything. Like, oh shit! All right, let's go. Then it's over. I'm like, oh.
I had to flip back because when I was reading it, I was okay. This guy has some really thick ass legs. Did he just juice that fucking horse?
Yeah.
Was he wait, was he squeezing the whole goddamn tire? So I went back and like the horse is foaming. Oh, it's pain.
So he busted it like that chick on Instagram with the watermelons.
And those poor guys on the side splash.
Yeah.
Get me another horse. Like you killed all the horses. How are we a bandit gang if we don't have fucking horses?
I imagine he just walks towards him. He's like.
He picked up that horse leg and just flung it at homie.
Man, Stephen style.
Leg. Man, this.
It was good.
Yeah, a real surprise. This one actually came out like 2 weeks ago, but I didn't get a chance to get it, and they finally had a reorder for me, and I picked it up because I was interested, and I'm happy I got it, man. Like, I did have a good time. I was a little wary, with the shadow people in the beginning of the exposition. But once we moved on, and, I couldn't agree more. The hope I have from seeing, like, this Thunder Thighs character is, like, please more of this.
And guys, I'm sorry we went into full spoilers on this one, but God, it's a good fucking book. Trust me, the spoilers do not do any justice to the fucking quality of this book.
True.
We might as well be grasping at straws. It's a decent read. What else we got with? All right, we're going into the heavy stuff now. All right, we've got...
Who we got?
Joker #2, James Tywin IV. This book is more of what we got with issue 1, like provoking this question of you got one man, probably the one man in Gotham who's lost so much at the hands of the Joker, and he's been given the proposition to kill him for a lot of money. And this issue, we kind of get more of like just how a little bit clever Gordon is. Like, like him knowing the things that he knows, and even in his inner dialogue about throwing Batman off in the middle of a conversation, like he's that. I mean, they've had a working relationship for like years. He of course he'd be that clever, right?
Like they were almost flirty. Like, Gordon,
Like,
are you asking for my phone number?
look, like you see, it feels like the way he's going about it. It feels like fucking Harley Quinn, their relationship in there. You remember,
Yeah,
like he's
yeah,
fucking.
no.
But there's dignity
Like,
and
listen,
like self-respect.
Batman, we got a way that we talk to each other.
Yeah,
Yeah, but it's actually with the same level of respect and dignity.
Like I've always had an idea that Gordon is equally as adept as a detective as Batman, if not possibly better.
It's just Batman has more tools.
And this kind of solidified it. I've personally never seen Batman get fucking stumped like that, just randomly, like on his heels, like fuck,
right?
From just
I
someone.
love it when he pulled the trigger. I love it.
Man, I really thought like, okay, so if you've been listening to this podcast, you know that each and every one of us have a very, well, at least this side of the room, I'll say, have a very love-hate relationship with where Batman has been
No,
going
100%.
Oh, 100%.
Okay,
We're all here.
cool.
over the last, decade or so. And now the three Jokers was the one guiding example. I think it's safe to say after reading the second issue, we might have a number 2. Like, I love when they take what exists and don't focus on what they expect us to focus on and give a little light on something that's not so explored. Like Jim Gordon's relationship with Batman, what he can do. He's a sharp cookie, man. Yeah. And like this thing that's going on, like I didn't realize the implications from that issue 0 of Infinite Frontier set up so much in here.
Yeah.
You've got essentially like a cabal of people that are going to be coming for the Joker.
It almost like he's got his own rogues gallery at this moment.
I'm like, that's crazy.
Or are they just people that were made up of Batman's rogues gallery coming after him, or a different?
To an extent. To an extent, yeah, but it's all a fallout of
catered
what
to
he did.
Gordon's universe almost.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's fallout from what the Joker did in that issue, in that 0, and everyone's kind of getting swept up in it. Gordon is clearly being manipulated to some extent. And we get some characters that return that I didn't think were gonna ever show up again in the Batman mythos, and obviously a new character towards the end, which I don't want to spoil, but
Oh
wow,
my God.
Oh my goodness,
I was sweating. I was in that lunchroom sweating, boy. When I tell you that I flipped that page and I saw them muscles in that butt. I was sweating. What a way to bring back a character that I was so pissed that died. Not really bring him back, but at least you supplement him with something that's kind of
something simple.
We just gotta see. We gotta see. I would like the same. I would like more ferocity out of this character.
Sure. Yeah, same.
I will say this: if anything from Future State is to hold true, like what spawned from the mythos of that character, what was left behind, maybe this is the beginning of that. Maybe she's the starting of all that.
Yeah.
And I would at any rate, I can't wait to see what happens in issue 3. I'm waiting on this one. I don't know what to say. Like, I like what's happening.
I didn't think. Go
I was
ahead.
gonna say I got a tinfoil hat theory. You ready for this?
Let's
Sure.
go.
So the people who hired Gordon,
Yes.
how would you guys feel that if by the end of it he became their leader, so that he could get the resources that Batman had to do his job?
Ooh, spicy. I mean, I'll say this. If anything they've done a good job illustrating so far in these books is that Gotham is in a new, strange, dark place, really volatile. A lot of things can shake up and change. I mean, why not?
I think they've been doing a great job with this new, not universe, but this new setting of Gotham that they've had in this past couple books. The Batman line, like I said, I've been keeping up with it kind of just randomly. I'm enjoying what they're doing with it. The Harley Quinn was surprisingly very well done. This is surprisingly very well done.
I have one issue. Where the Joker is. These guys are supposed to be the cutthroat of the cutthroat. You follow the rules or you pay the price. Under what circumstances are these guys not just killing him?
I mean, I'm gonna throw out an answer that someone in my position probably would never throw out for any other case. All right, but it's the Joker.
I mean, I get that. I get that. But it's just they're doing such a good job with writing it and giving you all these different areas of direction. That's a little sloppy. He's like, you're not going to do nothing because these guys are coming after me. Well, if you're dead, they're not going to come after you.
I think the implication is they're still coming either way, and you're already putting your business and your reputation of what you can do on the line.
Yeah.
So now you have to prove it. And basically, the Joker's pretty much taking their company motto and saying, "This is what you say you do, so do it."
I'm rocking with
So, because I had to kind of sit back and once I read it, I was
Well
like,
played.
"Well,
Well played.
right." Because I had the same thought when I read that. I was like, "Well, just fucking chuck him in the bin."
that. Right, like he's done, right?
Like he's missing an eye, which was fantastic the way
Yeah.
they wrote it. That extra red eye that's just looking at all the every other place
Yeah.
is fucking great. But
Watch it be a bomb.
Hey,
and it's a Joker. I wouldn't put it past him.
Yeah.
that's two awesome tinfoil theories today.
So I mean everything they're doing so far with Gotham. I mean, at the end of Joker War, I think we all had a bad taste in our mouth.
Yeah, we all did.
Little sour.
And-
little sour.
Yeah.
Whatever they did, whatever they tweaked, it's kind of bringing me back
A
a
little
little
bit.
bit.
I'm on the fence.
But then again, it's everything that doesn't involve Batman directly
Yes.
that's bringing me back.
It's when they start doing that direct thing that they always fall back
It's
on.
like they
Yeah.
care a lot more about everybody else that's not Batman. Oh, whatever. We have Batman.
I
do
fucking
whatever the fuck
wish.
he
Because
wants.
it goes back to that whole like Batman is just static. He's just
We love Batman here. If you guys haven't figured that out by now.
we do,
Totally.
but we love him to a point where we want more.
I love him enough to criticize him when I
Yeah.
think that there's a crutch going on to where they just write similar stories that
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
end the same.
And whether they are forced to or they just want to, it's just not good and it's boring.
All I can say is there may not be hope for these characters, but there's hope for this series so far, and I'm actually really enjoying it. I hope they keep on this streak that they've been on because, I mean, they're wowing me.
Yeah.
For sure, for sure.
All right.
Before we get off of DC, I do want to say I've kept this under wraps. I've been reading Wonder Woman.
Of course you have.
Which one?
She's in Asgard.
What?
Take that what you will.
Stop. Wait. Stop.
Brazilian Wonder Woman?
No, I wish.
Immortal Wonder Woman.
You remember when Wonder Woman at the end of Infinite
When
Crisis,
she came back.
she like walked through that thing and she was like, rah, rah, rah. She ended up in Asgard.
Whoa.
And I haven't brought it up because it's not worth bringing up, but do with that what you will. It's enough for me to like want to keep going because it's gonna be like a 4-part arc, and they're in second issue of the 4-part arc.
Did Thor beat?
Nay, but she got in Thor's ass, and then Thor was like, "Get out of my
Wait,
hall."
our Thor?
No, it's
It's
like
just a Thor. Okay.
they go like
Probably an
actual.
allegory.
Yeah, they go like an actual Asgardian, like
Okay.
Not space aliens, just
yeah, like actual like
gods, yeah.
god
Okay,
shit
which
in
is-
her realm, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, 'cause I didn't think they existed for the longest time. I haven't heard. Well, I mean, maybe they have been mentioned, but I didn't think that
right.
mythos
That's what
was around.
it was a little bit weird when I first read it. I was like, Valhalla, and like they have like a little. They're hinting at something bigger and kind of cool, but at this point, I'm kind of like just seeing where they're going with it, and it's all right.
Okay.
Bet.
Don't forget about home, because I know you don't have it physically there.
I was actually moving on to those just now because I keep in mind that we don't have those here, so I just gotta. But thank you
You're
for.
welcome. I got your back, buddy.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
He doesn't really.
I don't. That's why I said it twice. I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
Stop.
All right. Speaking of things I appreciate, that's not a good segue because I don't appreciate the story. Like it was hurt. It hurt.
Not in the bad way.
Not in a bad way. Like it's just like oh shit. All right. You have Home #1 by Image Comics. You know what? Let me find this writer because this is important. All right.
I got you. Keep talking.
All right. So you have this comic The backdrop is 2016, 17-ish, America, United States, with their war against immigrants. And let me just say, this book doesn't mince on theme. In fact, it is very, very, very... they're very abrupt with how they present this information. All right, and I found out about this book after I got done making my list, and then I wanted to add it in because I've been trying to follow it. I didn't realize it had dropped already on Comixology, so I bought it. I read it, and I'm feeling some type of way because it's like I thought, wow. Oh, you're gonna have to read that for me.
So it is
Julio Anta.
Yeah, so it is by Julio Anta, Ana Wazisk, Brian Valencia, and Hazan Smazi Elahu.
I'm glad he said it because I would have butchered all those names.
I'm sure, but I butchered half of them. But,
The Hassan one, yeah.
yeah.
But it sound better coming from me.
Exactly.
So
It
yeah.
sounded better from this shade of brown.
Exactly.
Hey, this is really for you guys, all right? No, but I thought, yeah, I actually, I thought every once in a while, you know, I don't really like to tune in on any kind of brown suffrage, but this book does take you through it because it's necessary and, you know, kind of puts it right in front of you. And, you know, I'm not going to get, like, super woke with it or anything, but I thought the book really hit it home, like, this is how something is being painted when necessarily it's not really that. And I don't know, I thought the book did a decent job for most of it. And I'll just wait to see how issue 2 looks out because it could really go anywhere from there. But I thought for in issue 1, it really hit some chords that leave some feelings on the table for me. And I thought, wow, I don't know where they're gonna go from here. What about you guys?
Yeah, like I'm about the same. Like it really hit a lot of like, oh shit, because especially with all the dialogue that they used, especially in the beginning when they were talking about the speeches that was happening. I'm like, wait a second, this. Like I think you said this too. Like this happened.
I was like, somebody said this.
People said this shit,
and it took me right about the they're not bringing their best people. They're bringing rapists. Oh,
yeah. As soon as I always remembered that part. Like
fuck, this is all right. Somebody did say this.
And the way they set it up, like I honestly thought this was going to be the story. This is it. Which is it would have been completely fine. Very dark, but very
God, his hand started glowing. I was like, this is a dark book.
Yeah. Okay.
Spoilers. Spoilers.
Yeah. Look, there was a point in the story where thank God it took a different turn because the other turn was not something you would want to see.
The turn could have ended very, very. It could have ended 2 pages before that happened, and that's usually how it actually does end. And
the
I'm like,
brutality
Jesus
of it is that
Christ.
is exactly how it happens. This book is about detention centers and stripping kids away from their families in the border.
Yeah.
This hit differently for me. I wanted to read this, but I wanted a physical copy of it but I wasn't able to get my hands on it.
Me either. Shame.
This book went differently than I thought. It was also written differently than I thought. I expected a lot more from stuff that I've read and accounts that I've heard of what actually happens there. This book may have been a lighter depiction of what actually happens there.
It always is. It always is.
Yeah. It was hard to read for a while, but it was a necessary read, I believe. It's a book that's needed, if anything. It was good. I enjoyed it. The art to me was a little...
I was just about to...
Bubbly?
Yeah.
Bubbly for the subject matter, but but if it were to be a darker art, it would be a lot more...
Uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which, I mean, I honestly would have... I kind of want that. I kind of want... if we're going to go full dive, fuck it, let's go balls deep.
I believe that the reason why they didn't go balls deep is because of the ending of how it got kind of changed.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see. The second issue is coming out, next month? So I'm excited for it. Like I said, the ending kind of threw me off because I'm like, okay, we have to use escapism to tell this story because of how brutal it is.
Yeah, that's I'm in the same place with that.
So that's the only gripe I had with it. If we're showing this and we're gonna make it bubbly, let's show it.
Right.
Yeah.
I agree. Like, you're right. It's necessary. Like, if we're gonna go ahead and depict brown suffrage, like, let's give us the whole tomato. All right.
It's not just brown suffrage. This is brutality and inhumane treatment of human beings, regardless of what it is, wherever it comes from.
Sure.
Yeah, and and sadly, I feel like we've been here before. It's really sad and dark, and for me, I think we're all kind of landing on a similar place as far as like the ending kind of threw me off. I don't know. I will say this though. I don't know what I wanted this book to end like, but
True.
the idea
Very
I
true.
had, it's like because I would have been conflicted either way. If they had brought the hammer down with the full weight, I don't know if I'd be feeling some type of way right now.
Yeah.
So I don't know what I wanted, but all I know is that I'm waiting patiently to see whatever issue 2 brings.
Yeah, I'm gonna let this story take me because this is a story they want to tell about this subject matter and take that as it goes.
Yeah.
I want to know where that all came from, though.
Me either. I'm like,
Right? Like, it feels like... Because I'm like... I was, like, when I first read it, like, I didn't read any sort of synopsis or anything. I was expecting just this. And
Yeah.
maybe more realistic things. And then this happens. I'm like, wait a second. Is this X-Men? Like, why is this happening in next? Like...
Yeah, the only preview I had from it was at the end of Nocterra 1?
yeah. I think
Or... It might have been Nocterra 1 where they had, like, the first 2 pages that I was like, okay, this is something I'm interested in. I don't know how interested I'm in because I don't know how much I want to read about that subject, at least in that way.
In that context, yeah.
Yeah, but they did I feel like they did a good job of it.
They did the best job that they could have done, like...
When it's such a touchy
such
subject.
Exactly. Something that's happening right now.
Immediate, yeah.
And where they're coming from in the story that happened recently, only 4 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So...
Yeah.
But check it out.
Yeah, please.
Oh yeah, I highly recommend. Like,
And I want to say because I looked into it because I really wanted a physical copy, and that shit was sold out immediately. I want to say like every retailer was sold.
wow.
The entire retailer was sold out.
yeah, my shop didn't even have it.
But
like,
you know,
just not even.
if you get woke, you go broke.
Yeah, what are you talking about? Like brown
But that
don't
shit's-
sell.
But that shit's flying off the fucking shelves.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like they were sold out. Like anything that came in was already had a name to it.
Yeah.
Shit. Wow.
I'm keeping my ear out for a reprint. I'm hoping that I can catch a second wave of it.
You
I
can't
will-
you can't order one?
I will do my job.
The publisher is sold out. Like everything is sold out.
Okay.
So yeah, we have to wait to see when they go back to second
Yeah.
print. I mean, how fast they sold out, I would be surprised if they didn't go to second print like right away. So I'll keep my ear to the ground. I'm do my best to let you guys know if I
please.
hear it first.
Yeah.
So yeah, but yeah, what'd you guys think of the book?
I liked it. It was a little tough, a little dark read, but at the end of the day, it left me actually a little curious to see where the story is going to go and like where. I got no real idea of what's supposed to happen after this, so I'm at a complete loss.
I think that sometimes makes for the best stories.
Yes.
Because if it becomes predictable and they switch your predictions, then all of a sudden you don't like the story. But if you really have no idea where the fuck they're going, they can give you whatever. They can feed you whatever, and then you just judge that for what it is instead of having a preconceived notion of what may happen.
It's kind of how I'm feeling about like Invincible right now. The show. I haven't read the comics or
Same.
anything, so
Same,
like
man.
right now I'm like, where are we going? And but I'm still excited about where we're going. I just don't know.
Yeah, I'm just like, I'm
a
watching,
kid in the
okay.
car. I'm like,
I'm like,
where are we
okay,
going?
this happened. All right.
Oh God. Okay.
Sure.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They got the fuck beat out of them.
Again, I cannot stress enough. Like, please.
That's every
please,
episode.
please.
That lion motherfucker is
Ooh,
my
Fuck that
guy.
line. I love him though, but fuck him.
Goodness.
He's my guy.
You got the fuck. Get the fuck out of here.
I will say this before we move on to the next book.
Dominance.
Shut up.
Say it into the mic.
Furry dominance.
Ew, it made me sick. All right, before you sully this
Another
somber
furry sully.
somber moment.
From Monsters Inc.
Shut up. I will say this. Please, if you haven't, check out Home. It's a really decent read. It's necessary. I think you should check it out.
Because that ain't all fiction, honey.
Fuck.
About 80% isn't.
Not at all. Holy fuck. So, yeah. Moving on to another book with some deep cuts. Another book from Image Comics. Image is kind of dominating like the last 2 weeks.
God.
For me.
They're
like,
killing me. They're killing
Man.
me.
Of the part.
I can't even think of like one. Well, except for Joker, I couldn't think of a Marvel book to kind of get in the way here. Like, I try and be fair and have 2 from everybody.
Yeah.
But like, no, it was pretty much all Image like these last 2 weeks. Not even a contest.
And that's a good
So
thing, though.
yeah, so a little sidebar. I was having a conversation with a friend, and it was just similar conversation, just simple conversation back and forth, and he brings up a subject of how can you. I don't remember the exact words that were said, but it was something like along the lines of, how do you just keep reading books because there's only so much things they can do with like Batman, blah blah blah, and I had to be like, no, listen, the shit that they're writing right now, the stories that I've been reading from Image, are off the wall, unexpected. I introduced him into Ultra Mega.
Yeah.
And it's like,
I
listen,
can't wait.
like the shit that the preconceived notions, like how can they do like 70 years of just different stories? I don't know how, but Image is fucking killing it.
Yes. Image, Aftershock, all the indie guys, they're fucking murdering it. They're doing a great job.
And they're not afraid to take risks and take something that you know and love, like Ultraman, and turn it into something that's unexpected and completely fresh.
Man, I put my brother on that shit
those
too.
Those are like one of the best stories when they take something that like, okay, it's a spiritual, like, you know where it's coming from. Like, okay, like Invincible. Invincible is basically DC, like, or DC plus Marvel and everything.
It's Superman and Superboy.
Exactly, but with no restrictions, with no hose bars when it comes to, of course, the content, the brutality and everything, but also the stories. Shit that you probably will never get to in Superman unless someone really has all the power to do what they want with Superman, which never happens.
Right. Now, I will say this before moving on. Because I am a industry hype beast, I like it all. I consume all of it. Like, I consume the indie shit, which has been really great since I've been reading comics, like, forever. And then there's the big two. All right? They don't always have the most, like, original moves, but every once in a while there comes a writer that makes shit like Three Jokers.
Yeah.
And you just can't pass that shit up. No matter if it's from Marvel, from DC, you just can't pass that shit up.
Sometimes you get a whole bunch of mediocre X-Men, and then you get House and Power of X.
Yeah, House of Power of X. Like, I would recommend that shit to anybody.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't know. I take it all, and I would recommend it to anybody. The best thing I could say is try and take the ride and just enjoy what you're reading. If it pulls you in, go towards it, man. You might find something you like. Like, we're not all gonna land in the same place on the same book, but the experiences can be cool.
And I like just one more thing before we move on. Like, I used to be in that camp. I used to be that because I'm a manga guy. I love manga and everything. Ugh. But I also, it's okay.
Shame him.
It's all right. Yeah, shame me. Make you feel better. You have been waiting so long just to use that.
I forgot what button it was. I had to look it up.
Look, I'm a big manga. I mean, when like I still have not been as good about manga as I've been about comics. But we'll do podcasts. I've been way better about comics. But I used to have that argument in my head, like, well, comics, they just, especially when it comes to DC Marvel, they just use the same characters and they use the same, nothing really changes, and stuff like that. Which, of course, is a bit of a valid argument, but at the same time, that's coming from a seat of, I don't read a lot of the comics, I need to read them too in order to get a better grasp. And, as I've been doing with this podcast, I've been realizing it's both, whether it's manga, whether it's fucking comics, whether it's video games and shit, content in general, one content is constantly always coming out. And not all of them is going to be gems. That's just how it is. No matter what the medium is. That's just how it is. Manga, there's a bazillion manga come out, and there's a little pieces of gold here and there. They're not all good. comics have the same sort of deal. There's a lot of comics come out, and a lot of them don't get finished.
Anime, music,
music.
Yeah,
exactly.
You're 100% right.
Okay, so like that argument, like I hate the whole like manga or comics. It doesn't fucking matter. They all have good and bad in them. It's all about jewels. Exactly, you find the jewels, or just if you only prefer comics, sure. If you only prefer manga, cool. But don't try to think that your shit don't think.
Yeah,
but
you
at
don't
least
have
try all the mediums up before you make a judgment.
Exactly. So
I like that saying. What was that? Find the gems.
Find the
gems,
man.
I like
find
that.
The jewels. You gotta dig. It's just like anything. You have to look. You have to get past all the bullshit because we just live in a society now where it's just.
Got him.
you need to make that. We live in a society.
We live in a world where there's just so much shit coming out.
Oof.
So it takes a little bit of work, or you have to listen to people like us. We'll lead you to the right place.
Exactly. Just watch us.
And if you don't like what we read, go fuck yourself. I don't care.
Exactly.
Or you can go and watch some more Crunchyroll and watch That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Spider.
Yeah, I heard that's cute though.
Or That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime. Or a fridge.
I heard that's good too.
Look at the disdain on that man's face.
I hope my father never looks at me that way.
You motherfuckers got the nerve to talk about this shit. It's the same over here with comic books. They write the same story, and y'all literally watching the same story, but they're gonna put a spider in there, a fridge, a pedophile, incestuous relationship with people's mothers.
Don't they start as pedophiles? Never mind.
I can't stand you anime nerds, bro.
When motherfuckers preach,
look.
When motherfuckers preach,
you'll have your.
We gotta get the motherfuckers dudes.
Look, this summer you're gonna have your platform.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll finally be able to say your piece.
Okay.
All right, guys. So we got just at least 2 more things here to cover. Another Image comic hit, I think. The Silver Coin. #1 by Image Comics by Chip Zdarsky, Matt Walsh, I want to say. Man, this book was good.
It was like a Twilight Zone episode.
So
I wasn't fucking with it till they got to the end, and I realized it's gonna be an anthology series.
Yeah, that's kind of hooked me too. Like I was in a little bit, but when I realized what they're planning to do, it was like, wait a minute, okay, that's.
I can't fucking stop,
dude.
I can't fucking stop.
oh my god! And then you saw the person who my favorite panel is like the 2 right next to each other. You have the girl who's like she's on crutches 1 minute and everyone's dancing around her, and then she lets her crutches go, then starts dancing, and like you can see her face like I can't stop, which is great. It is horrifying.
It was
I love
frightening.
Man,
yes.
I kind of like how they pieced it together. Fucking witchcraft.
I don't know, magic witchcraft.
Yeah, like Chip's writing on Daredevil has certainly made a mark on me, but I didn't expect this to be like to reel me in as much as it did. Like, cause first few pages, I'm not gonna lie, this did not seem like my speed. I was like,
100% agree.
I was like, set against Disco. I don't fucking care.
I said, God damn it, Jamal.
When you sent the list and I looked at the cover, I was like, I'm not reading this. I just kept putting it off. I would just read whatever I wanted. I kept putting it off. I kept putting it off. And then all of a sudden I was like, okay, fine. I got nothing else to read. I guess I'll check it out. First few pages, I was like, Then we got to the fucking witchcraft type shit. When we got to his dad, like just, all right, that's the coin you want. That's
like
it's like he knew.
It's like he knew. And I was like, wait a minute. So, like, I know something's wrong with the coin, but that gave me, like, a sense. And at the end of it, I was like, oh, fuck, he knew the whole time.
Look,
right.
We knew something was wrong. That guy, by the way, is an actual piece of shit.
Yeah,
fuck him,
fuck him. All right, he's garbage. I don't like him at all.
Regardless if the coin corrupted him or not, but...
The coin didn't corrupt him.
No. Regardless if it did or not.
I wonder. That motherfucker was just a dick.
Okay, I'm sorry, just to put it before you continue. Do you think that he was, like, the coin kind of judged him? And after he made his decision, it kind of just the curse kind of sped up and killed his.
I think it's like a monkey's paw.
You got a monkey's paw? Okay,
it's a monkey's paw kind of thing.
Yeah.
So, if you have a coin and a fucking eyeball shows up on that bitch, why are you still touching it?
If it opens,
I was like, oh,
and it bites you or whatever it's doing to your finger. Come.
Like the book immediately gave me vibes just from the top when he first started playing the guitar with it of the Pick of Destiny from Tenacious. The Pick of Destiny. So immediately, as soon as he started playing, I was like, wait.
I got Pick a Destiny vibes with like Tales from the Crypt. Like that's the two vibes that I was getting together, and I was like, wait a second. I was like, I'm rocking with this. Like, I thought it was pretty cool. I love how it ended. I love the take. Like, for me, the take when they start like, okay, they're just better now, and people just love it, and he started to show his true fucking colors. I'm like, fuck this dude.
True colors. I mean, he kind of like. He was like that. He just
he
never
was
had
like
the opportunity.
Yeah, but now that he knew he had something to fall on, he just went wholesale into it.
In the beginning, he's like, I hate disco. He's like, you know what?
Yeah, fuck it. I'm not married to rock and roll. I just want to make the money.
Then I can do whatever the fuck I want.
This is an example of one of those books, one of those issue ones I'm talking about, where you had a complete character with supporting characters with a backstory that you were able to assemble in like half the read. And
I think it's because we all know or seen something like that.
Yeah, echoes like that somewhere.
They have archetypes that like are easy to just grasp onto, and you don't have to wonder or question like, well, what they're doing, you know, what are they?
What are their motives?
Yeah, no, you get it because you've seen these people before, either in your life or in, you know, they're just friends,
and you don't question certain things because that's not what the story is about. So you don't worry about certain details.
They make it really easy to like differentiate what you actually should be worrying about to what they kind of throw out as just like background details.
Yeah, this one-off short story was really good and really well put together.
As a writer myself, I just really love. I'm trying to capture that sweet spot of how an issue one can be so captivating. Like, and then like, okay, this is a spoiler. I don't want to give it that. But either way,
we basically spoiled the whole goddamn thing.
I mean, yeah, this guy over here spoiled spoilers. No, all right, okay. Since we're spoiling it, it's like how you can make somebody, even with archetypes provided, how you can make. Okay, well, he's an asshole, but I'm kind of interested to see where the story goes. And then, it's like to do that in issue one, like to start over, but to make and break in issue one and still have you interested. Like that's it came out of left field a little bit, but as soon as it started happening, and as soon as I saw the ending and kind of like the passing of the torch, I guess passing of the
it made complete sense. I was like, oh, there is no other ending to this.
Yeah. I was like, but it could have been. If he kept writing it, like, it could have been.
I can see how far would I want it to go?
Exactly. That's the question.
To me,
it could have, but how far could you have gone with that?
And I don't think I would have wanted an entire other issue of him being a dick.
Yeah, probably not.
Using
and
witchcraft.
then succeeding.
Right.
It was an amazing, like, I could see this, and I pictured it the whole time I was reading. Like, this would have been an amazing short film. Like,
absolutely.
Or like you said, an episode of Twilight Zone. Just short, sweet, to the point. Is just great.
And I think a lot of the panels and the way that they were kind of like framed and stuff, they had a very cool, like, almost cinematic or like camera angle that I immediately pictured on like a Black Mirror, Twilight Zone, any type of those. It was the way that they were like drawn or like angled out and like had people in the background and the faces that were like really defined, where usually those faces in the background would be kind of they'd be kind of like mushy because they're just background faces. But they meant something and they needed to be a certain way, and it was I wasn't with it. Like I said, at the end of the day, I was like, I can't wait for the second episode.
Right.
The second one.
I can't wait to see what other stuff they can do with this coin. Like,
also, and sidebar. Trust me, I don't steer wrong. Okay. Although
I've seen you drive.
You steer. Sometimes you do it intentionally though. Like to some people.
That's facts.
What's that book that we were reading called?
Empire.
Yeah. Oh, you mean
Empire?
Firepower?
Oh yeah.
Hey,
that's an issue 10 now, buddy.
Actually,
where are you at?
They're on issue. Yeah, they're on issue 10. I'm caught up. I'm all the way caught up. He's on the tournament arc now. We're about to do
There's a tournament arc?
Oh my fucking
We're about to throw down.
God.
The West and the East meet.
Owen's back on the island,
Oh my God, tournament arc. He's walking away. This is what you did. Oh shit. That's great.
You'll all come back.
No,
You
I
lied.
really won't.
You
I wish
lied.
that man all the success in the world. But this book is not it.
Yeah, I'm not
Okay.
about that.
All right, guys. Well, with that being said, that's the comic book list. I will move on to recommends real fast. You know what it is. If you guys have read these books, I will start out with Nocterra #2 by Image Comics.
Banger.
Scott Snyder, Tony S. Daniel.
Banger.
Man,
Banger.
like,
Banger.
what else is there to say? Buy Nocterra. Like, it's a really, really, really awesome comic.
I didn't think it was gonna get better than #1, and they fucking
They proved you wrong.
cheated.
Man.
We was talking about making like an established universe and fleshing out stuff in one issue. To me, they already did that, so I don't care what happens. I'm just happy to see that something's happening.
Yeah.
I'm invested already.
I love all the light puns.
Yeah.
Like the uses of like this is named after light. Like, oh shit, I didn't know that. Flash dogs and all this. I'm like, oh, I'm learning something.
We lit.
Like I said, this is like a early 2000s movie if you strip away the bad actors and the questionable budget.
100%. Vin Diesel is playing a character in this.
Oh my goodness.
He could be
Hell
the black
yeah.
guy. I mean, the black guy.
Oh man, what's Tim Burton's best friend again? The guy who got
Johnny
beat
Depp?
up? Yeah,
Johnny
Johnny
Depp.
Depp.
You mean you could we refer to him now as Amber Heard's punching bag. You know
Oh
what
my
I'm saying?
god. Oh my god. Okay, I didn't mention it in movie news, but she fucking took a picture of like I'm on set of the Aquaman
Yeah.
2.
Oh my god.
Are you you slimy bitch? you know what you
Bitch.
basically. Like she got her butt like Aquaman took the last picture.
It's happening, guys, by the way.
Yeah, I'm still in this bitch.
I picture Johnny Depp being the Shadow Man.
Yeah,
I can see that. Yeah.
You know who I think
I picture him as the doctor, right? Honestly.
that
The
too.
Doctor?
He's old enough now. Yeah, he can do it.
No, Joaquin Phoenix.
word.
Like okay, yeah, I can see that. Give him a bust with a mustache and
Yeah.
a little,
Yeah, I
Okay,
can see that.
fair enough.
I don't know what that guy's name is, but he's in every TV show. He's always a bad guy. He's a white guy. He's got blue eyes. He's
Yeah,
got
he
this
went
weird
different
smile.
than
Wait, is he the one from
He played Bison.
I was gonna say from Street Fighter. Yeah, that
Yeah,
guy.
he played Bison. He's that one
did.
dude.
He played
he's
Bison
not.
in Street Fighter.
The movie?
Yeah.
I thought
No,
that-
not the first Street
Chun-Li.
Fighter. I mean,
Oh, the other one. Okay.
where they the white Bison.
We don't speak about that.
I know. I only bring it up briefly to because I know the only way some people might recognize that actor. I don't actually know his name, but I figure that guy feels like he would fit as that character.
The shadow guy? Or
Yeah, because his smile, if you black the rest of him out, it comes through perfectly.
Would you go blackface or would you go CGI?
That's a good
I would
question.
hope. I would really hope it's
I
a
would-
mixture of both
I would
for
want-
authenticity.
Okay, I would actually want them to take advantage of the material that's so black that it literally looks like a black hole on camera and everything. I would love them. Maybe they won't have to make that much material and stuff, but it needs to be like that. Like when he's when the background, it's nothing. Like he's a void. He basically consumes all the light in the area where he's
Cheshire Cat smile.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
He could be Kevin Grevix.
You know what? I will say. Well, yeah. All right. Okay. Cool. Whatever. That makes sense. But he seems like a slick talker, and Kevin's voice is too. I don't know. It's too deep for me.
I would like the guy to be intimidating through voice
He's
and not
fucking
just
pitch
dialogue.
black in broad daylight.
Yeah,
Intimidating me.
but he can't talk like Michael Cera.
Well, I mean,
Oh my god, can you imagine him talking like Michael Cera?
that would be
Can you give me the guy? Can you
Honestly-
please just give me the guy and the
I mean,
That's-
I really like you. I mean, you double crossed me, so I'm coming after you.
I imagine that's what the Ultra Mega's kid sounds like, Michael Cera.
Oh, God.
God.
That motherfucker. Man, but yeah, this is an awesome book. If you're not reading it already, what are you doing with yourself? You
Look,
need to
get
read
on
it.
top of it now before they make a movie.
Put the
You know, which, by
manga
the way,
down.
I will say this.
Shut the fuck up.
If-
Alright, I'm done.
If fucking Berserker got a Netflix deal and a movie deal
Right?
already, what's going on?
They got Keanu Reeves, that's why. He
Oh,
got
right,
money.
true, that's true.
But yeah, he said, wake the fuck up, samurai.
Pretty
Gotcha.
much.
And it's a one-time somebody.
Stop
listen.
fucking me in my game.
Ugh.
Yeah, they've been doing that. Sorry, but anyway.
All right. The only thing I got, I know you guys read it. I'm sorry I did not get a chance to. But
What, Kata?
Kata #2, and just so we're clear, Kata is Children of the Atom. Okay.
It's Kata.
I didn't read it.
I didn't read that shit either.
Let me
I'm
see that.
sorry. I'm behind.
Clarence, take over, man.
Take over, please.
Okay. No one read this?
Good job.
Fuck
Oh,
no.
No, sir.
Lord. Well, okay, Children of the Atom, we jump right back in it, and we have our ragtag group of teenagers. I'm not a fan of them going over their nicknames and Cyclops last. A guy like, don't call me Day Crawler. It's Nighty Night Crawler now.
Ew.
Yeah,
Very angsty.
Nighty Night Crawler. It's more of just going back to form of how the X-Men used to be, and that's what these kids are trying to be. Going around stopping random crimes, stopping random goons from doing what they do. And I believe they can make fake Krakoan gates and travel around the city.
Fake?
Yes, their own kind of hodgepodge versions, and how they keep harkening back onto it as, well, Cerebro can't pick you guys up. So we don't know why that's happening, and if you guys are doing it, please stop it. But just remember, Mutant Kind is here for Mutant Kind. You got our number. Give us a call whenever you're ready to come home. And they keep declining the invitation. I believe these kids aren't mutants.
Oh, you think they're Inhumans?
There's something.
Oh my god, they're Inhumans.
This could also have something to tie into the X-Men that I was getting into. That
The island?
Not the island, the vault, where they've been trying to experiment and bring up the humans into kind of like superpower-esque.
Huh. Yeah, because
Maybe, I don't know.
they touched on that arc a little bit in I think it was Powers of X.
Yeah.
You know, where they did get to a point where we made humans that were evolved past a certain point. I don't know if that's what they're doing with these guys, but you know, there's room to assume at this point because I don't know what they are. Honestly, I haven't read the
So
book
I know that eventually I'm going to have to read it because I know this is going to lead.
Same.
It's reading it. It's going to lead up to a new event. What was it? Like
Empire,
something X.
Empire of X.
Reign of X.
Empire of X.
Reign of X.
Reign of
Reign
X.
of X.
It's leading up to something.
Yeah.
And you know what? Like right off the bat, though, this is the second issue. Me personally, I'm not the biggest fan of this group of high school kids.
No.
They don't have
Fucking kids.
Yeah, they haven't shown enough personality or enough flair to warrant any type of appreciation for them.
They're still stuck together, huh? They're still trying to unglue
Kind of.
individual.
They opened this issue by giving you some exposition on the Archangel variant. He's talking a successful guy talking about, oh, I make straight A's, I'm this, I'm that, but how society and people look at me is just a tall black guy that does whatever. And the stereotype that they spend a couple of pages, ironing that out. But overall, you still don't have an idea of who these characters are.
So they're using it as a crutch, kind of.
Yes.
Yeah.
A loose crutch to give you a loose interpretation of where he stands as a person, but you don't know who any of these characters are still. And I couldn't tell you their fucking names. I couldn't tell you any of their names.
The only thing that I have,
Nightcrawler. Sorry.
the only thing that I saw prior to this book coming out was the conversation between Storm and Captain America, which I thought was fucking fantastic.
I loved that conversation. Man, Avengers showed up. Steve was like, "What are you guys doing here?" Captain America, we have a problem. We? You got these kids up there causing all those problems. You should do something about that. They're breaking human laws, not mutant laws.
Damn.
And Storm came out there. She said, "Is there a problem?" And then she saw the
hold on,
Avengers.
please. My name is Storm.
I would appreciate
call
it
me
if
for
you
my
called
name.
me Storm. You don't call me Aurora. And she was flying the whole time. And then when they left, the eyes went back to normal, and she hit the ground and said, "Mystique, come with me. We got shit to do."
Damn, with the
They
flex.
flexing like.
So I did see that prior from, I want to say maybe you had shared it
Yeah,
on
I shared
Twitter.
it on Twitter, yeah.
And I did read that and I was like, oh, this is spicy.
Yeah,
Which one is that from?
that's from...
Children of Adam 2.
Yeah, like the first 2 pages. Literally just give them the first 2 pages.
Just in case, if you guys forgot, it's mutant kind. They don't. It's right here. It's right here.
Oh yeah, no, I see it.
Yeah.
I do love that all the writers are on board with what we've set up so far, and the mutants are definitely their own thing. Like, that hasn't gone away. I'm so glad that's still a thing. Like, it's really good. So yeah, at some point I'll check into that book. Other than that, like, the only other thing I had to recommend, it was on the list, but obviously we've spent a lot of time talking about the other stuff, is Iron Fist Heart of the Dragon #4.
Me like Iron Fist, he punch.
Me too.
I honestly think that's all you need to say about that.
That's it, man. That's all I got. Like,
Daughter of the Nine Spiders is absolutely disgusting.
Gross.
Absolutely disgusting.
Ugh.
But I want to hug her.
Yeah, go for it, Helmy.
Go for it, Ian.
Absolutely disgusting when she said blah 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 blah. I was like,
Ugh. So yeah, guys. As far as comics are concerned, that's all I got.
How could she lose the Heavenly City tournament if she could do that? Fuck the King of Orphans, all right? Fuck Dog Brother and fuck Fat Cobra. How do you fight that?
Watch your mouth.
How do you fight that? How do you fight that?
With thunder.
Huh?
With thunder.
All right.
It's gone.
Yeah, it's gone, and then there's more, and they're on your back. Are they poisonous?
Enough. Disgusting.
Look.
Can she like throw out one big one like a loogie? And she can fight. And she can fight.
I don't know. According to that Iron Fist show, she got her ass kicked.
All right. Play us out,
Don't
brother.
ever talk about that fucking show again. You're supposed to be on my side.
I know. You went out Victor on me. Don't ever speak that show's name again. But yeah, guys.
All right. Iron Fist.
Who did that? I think it was somebody at work. She was like, "What's that guy's name? That underworld that went."
You knew exactly what she was talking about.
That sums up Victor completely.
I get it.
I love my daughter, okay?
I love my daughter.
I love her, okay? But fuck her.
All right, guys. This has been another episode of the Thirsty Nerds podcast. Please like and subscribe if you like what you've heard here. Even if you don't like it, please just like it anyway and subscribe. Like, what else are you doing? You're
Or
not doing
leave
shit
us.
else.
Make sure you leave us a review.
Right,
You know,
please.
wherever you're listening to us, please
Thumbs
leave a
up,
review.
thumbs down.
Yeah.
Hateful comment.
If you leave a comment or something, we'll probably say it on podcast. I'll probably, if once we get some stuff in, we can enter that into our segments. And stuff.
No racist words.
I mean,
I
why
know we
not?
make a lot of jokes.
Say what you gotta say. We gonna roast the fuck out you.
Exactly.
Please follow us on Thirsty Nerds at Twitter and Instagram. We are also on YouTube. You can follow me at Artosumo on Instagram and Twitter. I will destroy you.
I finally did it. I finally changed my handle. You can follow me at Stooge Prime on Twitter.
Oh my god. You can follow me at King K Thirsty, all one word, on Twitter and or Instagram. I shit post. Come have fun with me.
Now you gotta go back and change his name in every video.
I don't. No, I'm not retroactively trying to change it. Like erase that
Yeah,
history.
right.
Your waifu record up to now.
That's fine.
Okay.
The rebirth
the rise.
Phoenix
Came up from the gooey Lazarus pits.
as a stooge.
Stooge Prime.
You can find me on Instagram as just_uno. That's UNO. And you can find me on Twitter as just1_beats. You know what it is.
Hey.
Oh, and dropped a new album with my brother Reckless Rod. You can find it on every streaming platform. Saturdays Part 2. Not Saturdays as in when you fucked up and you can't remember anything on Saturday.
Oh.
Saturday, DAZE, Part 2. Again, every streaming site, YouTube.
Okay.
Go run them numbers up.
that man a list.
Tell me how bad my fucking music is. I don't care.
Yeah.
Just run them numbers up.
But don't, because it's good. All right. But anyway, peace out, you fucking nerds.
Wow, very aggressive, but I like it. See you guys next time.
Play Subverse. Go see some titties.
Yeah. Space titties.